Hello, hello,
Hello,
hello.
Tom. How are you?
Good, and yourself?
I'm hanging in there.
Not good,
Glad
huh?
that it's Wednesday. It's closer to Friday. Today's my dad's birthday. I just realized that.
Well, happy birthday, Heavenly. Is he with us or no? I forget.
No, he passed. Yeah,
That's what I thought. Yeah, Heavenly birthday then. Yeah.
he and my uncle today. It's their birthday, and then 7 days later, here I come, and it's
I know
my
yours is
birthday.
this coming weekend.
Yes. Hey, Quinn. Hey, Bonnie. And I was due on the 12th. No, I was due on the 16th of this month. And my mom waited 10 more days. And then I finally came. I said, Mom, you're a good one because I would not have waited. There's no way I would have waited 10 days. They would have threw me out. Yes, Miss Bonnie, I did take pseudoephedrine today, but it ain't hyping me up the way that it did yesterday.
Well, all I can
Yesterday,
say,
I understood why it's behind the counter. You need ID. I said, I see why they use it in meth. That stuff. Yesterday, I could have built a hydroelectric dam. The pharmacist had gave me some pseudoephedrine because he said the stuff on the shelf wasn't good, so he gave me the behind the counter stuff.
mhm.
And I took it at about 4 o'clock, and by the time class came, my eyes were like, psh, and I was just like, what? I was overly it took me a long time to wind down. I don't think I went to sleep until like midnight. And I finally had to take like sleeping pills to make myself go to sleep because I was just so wired. And it wasn't as strong today, but yesterday I was like, well, I see why they use this to make drugs.
Maybe I should get that from time to time myself when I need to stay awake.
Because I went in and I just said, well, I have all of these. Which one is the best? And he said, honestly, none of the ingredients on the ones on the shelf are going to help. You need something back here. And so he gave me that and it was working. But I think I'm just going to end up going to the doctor probably tomorrow or Thursday because it's lingering and it's been a week. Friday will be a week. Actually, it's been more than a week because um, the itchy throat started last Monday, not this week, but the week
Mhm.
before. And then the congestion and stuff came by Friday. And so Saturday and Sunday, I was in bed all day.
Interestingly enough, I am seeing no chats, but I know we're getting chats because you.
Oh, I see them.
I know I'm getting none.
Quinn, Charlene, calling on angels.
Yeah, I
Um,
don't. I don't know what's happening.
well, last time I had to exit and come back because my chat it went wonky.
I may have to do that because I'm. It's not. I tried everything to get it fired up. So let me
Yeah,
pop.
they're there though.
I hope it doesn't end the stream. It shouldn't, right?
Well, all I did was hit the refresh button on mine. So I didn't leave. I just hit refresh and it just brought everything back. Well, hey y'all. Oh, I guess it didn't. Wait, did it? No, it didn't cancel. So I'm still here with y'all. I'm glad I didn't. Oh, there it is. See, it didn't cancel us, Don. But did you get the stream?
Let's see. Oh, that worked. Now they're all there.
No, Miss Bonnie, I do not have a fever. I just have my throat is still itchy and my congestion. It may be winding down. Maybe I could wait until the weekend and see how it goes. Go on Monday.
Yeah, there's actually people. I heard about the two different outbreaks: the flu and the virus against
Yeah,
corona.
they were saying it was the worst. Even like I said, my teammates across the globe are sick everywhere. My one of my coworkers said she was taking her son, and then another person. So it's just widespread everywhere. And even when I went to the pharmacy to get medication, it was a whole bunch of us in the aisle just looking for, different, mostly stuff about congestion and allergies because everybody was having the same issue. And my niece, same thing. She can't taste anything. Um, and so she's like, I don't know.
I know that they said the first case of this bird
Bird
flu
flu.
has jumped over to humans now, and that guy died.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
telling you. And didn't we have this 5 years ago? Didn't we kind of see this? Didn't we already see this movie? I mean, is this like?
And look, it was in March too. Oh no, here we go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Listen,
We found out late
listen, when you
January.
don't learn your lesson, you have to do it all over again.
Yep. Yep. I'm just saying. There's some very strange
So
things
maybe we're
going
having to do
on.
it all over again. Hey,
Mm.
Brandy.
So,
Hey, Devin. I saw your name on there too. Oh, Charlene says her whole house is sick. Yeah.
Lord have mercy. I was in New Orleans this weekend, and I was just wondering.
Oh,
Okay,
was
when
it Mardi Gras?
well, Mardi Gras is not just one day. Mardi Gras runs for weeks, and so yeah, there was a parade on Saturday,
Right.
one of the big parades on Friday and on Saturday, and they had them over the next few weeks, and then on Tuesday, Fat Tuesday is when they actually have the Rex crew coming because that's the old Grand crew of 1872 or whatever, and
Yeah.
that kind of caps it all off at the end.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because Easter's like the third week of April
yeah, yeah.
this
So
year.
another crazy one. But good old RFK will take care of us.
He'll do
Oh,
something for us.
yeah.
He'll take care of us all right.
Just give us some more roids and we're good. Because
Hey, Queasy, or is it K Weezy Jones? Queasy Jones, Jimmy Johnson, Myra. Oh, Miss Bonnie told me don't wait. She told me to go ahead and go to the doctor. Okay.
exactly.
I probably should. And give me some good stuff.
Give me good drugs. Give me the good drug. Give me the good
Some good
stuff.
stuff. Everybody's like, they'll give you a Z pack or some kind of steroids or something.
Yeah,
Right.
I've used that Z pack. That Z pack will kick everything. It's nice how that Z pack works.
Exactly.
And you
I'm
take
like,
one
give me
dose for
something
10
for
days.
to knock me right on out. I just want to lay in the bed and do nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my cousin Devin, she works in healthcare. She says influenza A, pneumonia, COVID, RSV is bad this time. I heard this was one of the more active seasons this year too.
And did you hear the Pope has pneumonia in both lungs, and he is in the hospital, and he's not doing well either. So Lord have mercy. I don't know. If I was him, I'd be careful because when leaders get that sick in those positions, they tend to not
Oh,
do well.
Miss
So
Bonnie said not steroids, just a Z pack. Okay. Listen, whatever they give me right about now, just knock me out and make me feel better.
no,
IV, fluids, everything.
I meant the roids in reference to RFK
Oh,
because and for people who get pissed at what I'm just saying, he talks about himself. He uses them because he needs a replacement. I'm not saying anything else cool. He already said it himself. And if you look, you can see a 71-year-old man with that kind of muscle mass. Oh yeah, you can tell. And again, he has said it himself. Joe Rogan.
can't even make this stuff up. Our government is ridiculous.
Yeah, this is the dude who has the brain worm, right? Yeah, the guy who had the bear cub in the back of his car and then dumped it in Central Park. That dude, I think so, right?
Bonnie said Angie is a lot of things, but comparing her to the Pope is a stretch. What do you mean? No, I'm not. I'm not. I can't even say.
The Pope should be so lucky. There you go. This stuff is
I
addictive.
haven't agree.
Have you ever tried this?
Ginger. Oh no, because I don't like the punch in ginger. I have a ginger tea that's a little bit too spicy. I feel like it's clawing at my throat. Ginger is way too spicy for me.
I
But
love
my
this.
sister and them will eat that like crazy.
Oh yeah.
I'll do ginger chews for nausea,
Mhm.
but it's still strong. Ginger is way too strong for me. I just don't like it.
And I heard it's good for your health too. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I've heard all that, but you know what I want now, Don? Some sushi. I don't
Oh,
know why that came up. I might have to go and get me some sushi.
because of the little piece, the little strip, and then the sauce.
Yeah, I'm not gonna use any of that, but that's what reminded me of it because me and my
Mhm.
sister went and had dinner together last a couple weeks ago,
Mhm.
and they brought the ginger, and she was like, "Oh no, give me all that! I want that ginger," and I was like,
Yeah. Oh yeah. For me, I'll do the sushi only if I'm getting the wasabi and the other stuff because I need all that because I love wasabi. Man, I tell you what, if my nose opens up, that I'm like I want that. I want the effect
my
of
sushi is so plain. It's like usually a California roll, tempura roll,
Is the
or
California roll the one that's kind of shaggy? They call it shaggy or whatever.
I don't. Well, I
Has like
like
crunchy
the
stuff in the
California and the Philly, and one like they have what I don't know, whatever. I like both of them. So
Mhm. There's one that has like
they're about as plain as you can get. Like it's usually like crab salad or some kind of crab meat in it, but it's
Mhm.
and maybe a cream cheese or maybe some I don't know.
Mhm.
John, I don't know.
I like the I tell you what, I also like the Michael came home and there's something in Thailand. I mean in Bali, and it's this circle like this, and it's like it looks like a pot sticker in a way, and it has this pork inside. Oh my
Oh,
goodness!
I love pot stickers.
Oh,
See, Don, now I want to go get me some shrimp tempura rolls from Benihana and then go get me some stuffed mushrooms from Red Lobster. And I don't know what else, but I do want both of those items.
the cheddar biscuits. If you
And, the
go to
cheddar.
Red Lobster,
And
you
they
get
are
biscuits.
very small now.
Oh really? Oh my! I used to love those cheddar biscuits. I even have the box to make that stuff.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They're not as good when I make them at home. I just prefer to go and get some.
Well, I prefer to make them. I prefer to make them at the restaurant when people else are and with other people's hands. I make them with their.
Exactly.
It's like I make them by ordering. Can I get more? Can I get more? Like the breadsticks at Olive Garden. I love their salad and breadsticks.
Or the bread at Texas Roll House.
Yes, yeah, like a sweet. It's like a sweet honey bread or something. It's something
I
going on.
don't know. It is so good.
It is.
Somebody posted a picture and they had 12 of them on a stick and it was a bouquet of rolls.
And they're fluffy and light. There's so much.
I said I wouldn't even be mad if somebody gave me a bouquet of rolls for Valentine's Day.
Exactly. Miss Bonnie says I'm looking younger. Really?
All right, Miss Bonnie.
I got to pay her for that. Lord have mercy. Thank you, Miss Bonnie.
Hi, Lynn.
Maybe it's the
Hi,
lighting.
Frolic.
So,
Oh my God. Listen, Miss Bonnie, you know we want food. And I've been like, because anytime I have any kind of infection, it throws my blood sugars off. And so I haven't been having a lot of sweets. I'm really craving it, but I've been holding off until everything is back to normal. But yeah.
I brought back these white chocolate molds. They're like they take they're different ones for Mardi Gras, and so they use the white chocolate because they color it with the gold and the green and the purple because that's the Mardi Gras colors. And so one of them has like the mask of Mardi Gras, and the other one has some other stuff. So I brought them a few back for Michael or whoever else, and of course I don't even know why I got them because I was like I should, but I couldn't help it. I was like I got to do this, and it's Mardi Gras, and I'm gonna wind up eating one at least. I know I'm not. I know I shouldn't, but I'm gonna.
Exactly.
But it's like nope. But I will. I got to surrender to it eventually. But I've been good so far. I didn't eat a lot of junk food while I was there. However, they did serve. One place we went, they did something, and I had to have their dessert, and it was really good. God, what was it? You think I'd remember it at this point, but I didn't. But I don't usually eat desserts, even though
You
I
didn't
try.
have beignets. Everybody told me to go get beignets.
No, because I've done the beignet thing many times, and I love beignets. But the problem is that I just decided to do things very differently this time, and I really did.
That's
I did have
good.
praline.
When you're familiar, you can do it different ways every time.
Exactly, yeah. So I did do a praline. Oh, and I had a po' boy. Got to do my po' boy, my shrimp po' boy. Oh my goodness! And it was just as good as I'd hoped it would be. It was nice, and so I did my po' boy, and I did um, oh no, but I did the red beans and rice.
Oh, of course.
Oh my goodness. And I got it with I told a lady I just want red beans and rice, right? And she's like, "Hun, I'm gonna tell you, get the fried chicken because you're gonna get the same amount of red beans and rice as you get on your own, and it's gonna be the same price. But put the fried chicken on it, and you get the red beans and rice and the fried chicken, same price as the other." So she's like, "You can do what you want, but even if you're a little bit hungry, get the fried chicken." And I'm like,
Then I'm gonna get the fried chicken because why would I not get the fried chicken?
Oh, Angie, it was so good.
I can
I was ready to go swimming in the red beans and rice, and then I was gonna put the. I could see me floating along in the red beans and rice, eating the chicken because it was so damn good. And I'm like fluffy and the crust, and I'm like,
Chris. Oh,
oh. And as soon as I opened it, and you see the steam come out, and it just kind of wafts, and you're like, oh my gosh. So I didn't go all the way to eat fried chicken, but I'll be damned if I didn't. And I tell you what, it was damn good. And the red beans and rice at that place was amazing. And I'm telling you, I am not to be trifled with red beans and rice. Don't come with tell me you got a good recipe and it's nasty. I'm like, I'm no, this place, yeah, they did it right. And I was like, oh my goodness, I'm in heaven. And the flavors, I guarantee they use sour pork because that's one of the traditional ingredients of red beans and rice in New Orleans and in Louisiana. Is it's called pickled pork or sour pork, and it's like it has a different flavor. Of course, it's still pork, but as it melts into those beans, I'm telling you,
Miss Bonnie is making me hungry too because I have not had any good food um for a couple of days. Like I made my own chicken noodle soup, then I had canned chicken noodle soup, and then I had broth, and I'm just like I want something with flavor, something good. So as soon as all this is done, Miss Bonnie, in the morning I'm calling and be like, look, I need to come in ASAP, next available. Or you could do a teledoc thing with me and just be like, yep, you're sick, and send me some prescriptions.
exactly. Give me drugs. Give me drugs.
Give me something to just make me feel better.
Exactly. Well, let's see who's out
All
here
right,
and
that's
ready.
great.
Who wants a reading and let us know how are we going to do the readings tonight? What do you want to do? What do you kind of want to shake it up a little bit? Do you want to do the same old readings, or what do you want to do?
I don't care, however you want to do it. I'm always open for whatever. Challenge my guides.
There you go.
The only person who I saw put a question in there was Quinn. She asked for a general, but I didn't see anybody else.
Oh, we're waiting for. Hey, if y'all want a reading, okay, Deborah. Yep. While you're doing that, I do want to show you this. I showed this to Angie. I was online today. As most of you guys know, or maybe you don't know. For those of you who don't know, that's a better way to put it. I've had many different careers in my life. So I was an engineer, and I was also an attorney and a realtor. But I have had real estate. I've owned real estate, and my very first house was in Baltimore, and I owned it and I owned it to live in it. I did buy it to live in it. But before I could move in, my brother came back from Germany and needed a place to rent. And he was in a hurry and a jam to get it done. So I'm like, go ahead and move into that place and I'll rent my house out to you. And so he rented my house from me. And then he lived there for a few years. And then I headed off to Germany. And then my sister then moved in at one point and was renting from me as well. Anyway, the point is I have owned rental properties and have had investment properties since I was 19 years old, and I would say I think it is a fair estimate between 300 and 400 properties over that time frame. My biggest sale was just recently, 99 properties in one transaction, which I owned in Houston, Texas. And so that was my biggest transaction, but 99 properties in one transaction, pretty damn impressive. And then I sold off 10 individual properties in that same time. So we had all those properties at the same time, but over the years, I bought and sold. But anyway, so I was looking, and my son and I, so the reason why I say this is my son and I are writing a book on investing in real estate, because who better than somebody who's done it? And I have the receipts to show for it, right? So anyway, so I was telling Angie before I came on live, as I was looking for my first house, and I looked it up online to see if I could find a picture of it. And sure enough, I was able to. And this is that first house that I bought way back when. And this is that. It's a row house in Baltimore City. And I bought that house. And I was telling Angie, I had my car stolen at the bowling alley months before. And so and it was interesting because it was a big old Ford station wagon, wood on the side and green, right? And then my dad was given the gift of a body of a car, and he said, I can since it's a Ford, I can put that engine in that car. And so he did, and so it turned into a nice, cool little yellow car, and but it was a beater, and I'm like, who's going to steal this car? And I left the windows down at the bowling alley. It came out and the car was gone. And I was kind of laughing, thinking, who in the hell would steal that car? But they did. They stole my car. So I needed a car. And so I bought a new car. And when I went to get this house, I had to actually make a choice whether I kept the house, whether I wanted the house or whether I kept the car. And so I sold the car to make it affordable for me to have the money to buy that house, to see, for the balance sheet. So I had enough money coming in to buy this house. And so I bought this house, and I was working at NSA at the time, and I'll never forget it. And so this was my first transaction, and that's my house on Gilmore Street, 426 Gilmore Street. And it was right across the street from this house. And this is my house I grew up in, 427 Gilmore Street, and I grew up in that house. We moved in that house in December. I was born in October, and they moved in December of that same year and lived there until I left Baltimore. That was my home. And so, and that house is amazing. They're only like 10 feet wide, and they're 40 feet deep, like that. I mean, it's not a massive, it's a tiny, tiny house. But anyway, it was interesting to go and find pictures of the house and know that these houses are built in the these are 1880s, 1890s. So these houses are still standing strong, to this day. And so anyway, so it was interesting. I just wanted to share that with you guys. I have a lot of history. And when people come at me sometimes and they're like, you don't understand, I'm like, really? You don't understand. I know far more than you may imagine about living life with economics. They were not great. I mean, my parents were poor, and that was our house. And you know what? We never felt poor, and I never allowed myself to be poor in that regard, because you know what? I always had enough. I never had too much, but I always had enough, and that was kind of cool. So I feel blessed in that regard. And so Baltimore's been with me all my life and will always be, no matter what. Will I go back there and live there? No, I've been away too long, and it's not my Baltimore anymore that I grew up in. But I tell you what, I love that city all the same. And when the Key Bridge came down, it was like a part of me happened to fall that day, So crazy. So don't be surprised later on when you guys see me hawking a book on real estate. You'll know that it's not somebody who just wrote a book. It's somebody who lived real estate, because I have bought real estate. I've sold real estate. I have investment properties. I've rented them. I've flipped them. I've wholesaled them. I have done every aspect of real estate in my life, with many, 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 many deals to show under my belt. And so, Lord knows I got the stories and I've got the information to share. So I'm going to do it. And my son is helping me write the book, because I've been teaching him a lot of stuff about it too. And he's been experiencing some of this as well. So there you go. Well, with that said, who were we going with before I got started?
So remember, did they put their questions in there?
Well, I think Deborah asked for a reading, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Deborah Schmidt, I think, was the first one to jump on there. Yeah, there she goes. I need a reading, she said. All right. And Deborah's from Baltimore too.
Well, there you go.
But guess what? When we were in New Orleans, I got to say this real quick too. Sorry, Deborah. One more thing. Put you on hold one more time. While we were in New Orleans on the next to last evening, we were at this restaurant, and we're sitting up. We're on the second floor, right? And it's like the attic space. And there were it's like a two people tables, two of them beside us. And the couple right beside us, they were so much fun. They started talking, and they talked to the people on the other side, and they talked to us. And before you know it, all three of us were talking and sharing information. And come to find out, the guy on the far end is from Baltimore. And we're having a conversation that he's from Baltimore. He's from the inner city. He talked about this, that, and the other. I talked to him. He's like, oh, my God, you're right there. And he also, he is working for the government. He works at the Federal Reserve, and he is an economist about real estate and about economics and how, affording real estate and all that stuff, and keeping those benchmarks. And then his wife, he went to UPenn, and his wife went to Harvard, Harvard, and she was there as well, which is very cool. And as we were talking, so many things, but it's funny because we're talking about accents and about Baltimore and the way we speak. And he said, I said, but I don't hear the Baltimore thing going on there. And he said something, and I said, oops, no, that gave it away right there. Because he said something, he said something like worshed or wooder. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's Baltimore, because we say whoosh, because like wash your hands in the zinc, and let's go to the ocean, and all those things. And we started laughing, and it's funny because when he turned it on, I could turn it on, and we turned the accent on, and it's funny how it just goes away, but when you're back enough, it comes back too, which is crazy. And so I don't know if Michigan, if you guys have, I'm sure you guys have some accented words too. I'm not sure, but in Baltimore, we have certain
Well,
syllables.
Don, when I moved here, my coworker, some of my coworkers at my weekend job used to be like, "Are you from down south? You have a funny accent." And I used to be like, "No." But even between Detroit and Flint, like I've had Detroit people tell me that I have an accent.
Hmm.
So I don't know, but there are certain words I guess.
Yeah, I think I know that tends to. I know, again in Baltimore, because like if you say you're from like the old ladies in in the neighborhood, you say Balmer, and then other people say Baltimore, right? And so Baltimore, and then there's of course Baltimore. Nobody says Baltimore because it just doesn't work if you're from Baltimore. But the O's, oh my God, like baseball and the O's, but the O's are very ooh accentuated, right? So I'll never forget that. But then like, I used to think it was funny when I'm like, what's the zinc? They wash their hands in the zinc, And I'm like, the zinc? And it's like sink? And there's the S and Z sound the same. It's like really weird. That's crazy. Oh my goodness. But anyway, back to Miss Deborah Schmidt. What you got for Miss Deborah? Anything?
Well, let me think. Well, let me see, because I was so engrossed in your story. Miss Deborah. If she just wants a general.
Yeah, I think so. It is general, right, Deborah? Or you have a specific?
Immediately when I said what is for Deborah's highest and greatest good, I heard don't kill the messenger. And then I see a page of wands. So I'm assuming somebody is going to come to you with some information. Wands usually have to do with career. It's also creativity, it's passion, it's a fiery energy. So it's someone coming to you with an issue or some information, and they're saying, don't kill the messenger. So whenever this person comes to you, take the information that they're giving and the kindness that they're bringing it to you, and don't kind of bite their head off about whatever it is that they're telling you. I don't know if it's a coworker that you're having a problem with or someone at home, but it just seems to be, for me, wands are usually related to work. But let me see if there's anything else. Don't kill the messenger. And it just seems to be like somebody saying, and it does seem to be like a work thing. Like maybe somebody at work said something about something, the way that you conducted maybe business with them, or the way some task was completed. But I heard don't kill the messenger. Um, she says not feeling right about things lately. And so the first thing I heard was don't kill the messenger. And then I heard this too shall pass. So whatever it is, it won't be a long thing. It doesn't even seem to go out for a week. They're showing me like 6 days. It'll be something that'll happen. You'll have whatever issue and it'll be on and it'll be gone. It's an insignificant thing. It's not even a major arcana item, is how they're showing it to me. It's just something insignificant that'll happen, but they're saying don't kill the messenger when you find out. Like, don't bite their head off. Like, well, how do you know this, or how, or whatever. And then I'm seeing a male in your energy. This seems to either be a son or a spouse that you are that is standing in between. So there's you, this person, and another person. So I don't know why that person is in the middle. So this may be a family situation now that they're showing it to me that way. But there is a male in the middle of the situation that you are that they're showing me. And it felt more like a son or a spouse, but I'm not sure. I guess it could be a coworker too. But they're showing me this male also that is in the middle of it. Maybe they're trying to diffuse the situation or trying to calm the situation down and keep it from going to the next level. But they're saying just to be mindful of how you respond to when the information is brought to you. But it'll be fine. This too shall pass. What is it with the car? Are you needing new tires on your car, or are you wanting a new car? Because they're showing me car, but they're showing me the tires spinning. So do you need new tires, or are you wanting a new car? What's with the car that they're showing me? Miss Deborah. she's not responding. Well, that's all I got for Miss Deborah. Whatever it is about the car. So when she lets me know about the car, I can tell. Noise in the wheel. Oh, okay. So they're showing me that. Did you take it to someone and you didn't like what they said, or it cost too much? Because I heard the cha-ching of a cash register. So was what they told you the price really high, and you want to get a second opinion, or you want somebody who's a little bit more local, like or like kind of like a traveling mechanic, or like somebody um personally who's a mechanic? But I feel like you took it to get diagnosed, or you took it to find out what was wrong and you didn't like what they said. Oh, well, they're showing me that they're going to say it's going to cost a lot, but they're saying get a second opinion or find somebody else you trust to go with you to help you out on that. So that may be it. That may be the don't kill the messenger part. Maybe that's the issue that you're having. Nope, they're saying no, it's definitely a work thing. So are you having an issue at work, Miss Deborah? Either way, they're telling me when you get it checked, get a second opinion, because it doesn't have to be more than what they're saying. They're showing me like 60, so I don't know if it'll be $60 or something like that, but they're showing me 60 as the amount. And then I guess that's it. Oh, it's family. So she said it definitely is family. Okay, so the guy that I saw in the middle, was it the son or the brother? I mean, or the spouse that was in the middle of the two? Because it looked to be like you, the male, and then another person here, and this person in the middle was trying to diffuse the situation. And again, they were saying, "Don't kill the messenger." All right, so that's what I got for you, Miss Deborah.
The one thing that I
Oh,
was the one thing that I was picking up was the is there is a there's an intensity around two different things I was picking up. Okay, first and foremost was stay out of the cold. I'm getting the feeling like you're going to get hit with a cold weather. Okay, so stay out of the cold, and I'm also feeling like stay away from people, because I feel like there's um, you have a high propensity. You're experiencing right now an energy that's going to be high propensity about picking up some illness, and so I would say for the next number of days, try to avoid people as much as you can. Make sure that you're not going out of your way to do other things and be out and about, because I'm picking up an illness. I'm picking up the fact that you're going to pick up an illness, and if you're not careful, and it's going to knock you on your ass. It's going to really it's going to hit you hard. So make sure that you're very cautious around people. If you hear somebody coughing and hacking, get away. Go, just run the other way. Take precautions, because I really do feel that this is. And again,
and you know what, Don? This is the one year I didn't take my flu shot. I blame it on that. Just
Is that right? Could be. Yep. So Deborah says she's felt
oh,
sick.
she said she's been sick for weeks.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I be careful not to get around people then, because if you get a different illness when you're already ill, that may not serve you well. So again, just be very cautious, because I'm really picking up on like a warning sign saying, be careful about the illness, be careful about your health. If you miss something if you can't go to spend time with somebody or whatever, it's not as important, I promise you, as your health is. So please make sure that you give your health whatever it needs. Make sure you take care of it. Okay. So
Morphe, I think it is. You can just type your question in, and when we get to you on the list, or when we get to you, if we're drawn to you, we'll go ahead and read you. But just type your question in there, and please don't type it into 17 different messages like you did that. Should I type my message here? Because I'm not going to read 15 messages trying to figure out your question. So just type one long question, please.
and save yourself, Morphe. If you're asking about the relationship, save it.
Oh yeah,
Save
because we're not doing love readings. That was this
Calling on Angels 111 right above you, and the things she will love that question.
morning. Because I think she asked for a general early on. Quinn, are you still here? Whether you are or not, I immediately felt like I was in cement boots when I got into your energy. Um, if it's about your marriage, it's about a relationship. That's a relationship reading.
If it's about your marriage, then follow this person. I'm putting it up right now. Follow this person,
Um,
and they're going to be on Wednesdays and Sundays, and they will answer all your marriage questions and everything else. Okay.
Miss Deborah, why didn't you ask that question at the beginning? You let us give you a whole reading. Then you said, "Do you see a real estate deal closure?" So, I did hear tag you, just as Don was talking about, what that mean, but I didn't get anything about your about a real estate deal. Don, did you get anything like that from Miss Deborah?
No, I didn't pick up any real estate energy. I got the warning signs, the flashing warning signs.
Yeah. Unless that's what your issue is. Unless that's what your issue is for so Ms. Deborah, when I ask about what's going on, if you tell me general, I just ask for your highest and greatest good, and whatever your guides tell me, that's what I give. If you have a specific question that you want me to address with your guides, then you can tell me that. But I'm not getting anything about housing at all, they deal or whatever it is, or if that's the issue that is going on within the family that you need to take a little bit like consideration in. But I don't get any information about a real estate deal at all.
Yeah, I didn't pick up anything about that at all. My big thing was, again, the warnings that the beacons going off about the illness and taking care of yourself. That was the
And
that
I
was.
got the car and the family issue, so
Yep.
I didn't get anything about real estate.
Yep.
All right, Miss Quinn, she said a general. So let's see. Oh, immediate. So, Quinn, when I got into your energy, I immediately had on cement boots, like something was holding you down and you really don't want to do it. And these cement boots are making you move slower and slower. I don't know if this is a health thing or if you're just feeling kind of tired and lethargic, but I really felt really slowed down and weighed down when I get in your energy, kind of like I'm struggling really hard to move forward or to make decisions or to even comprehend what's going on. And so your energy is very much slowed down. I don't know if that's because your higher power is telling you you need to slow down and get some rest, or because you're just not mentally feeling like you want to move forward. But you seem to be in a low energy mode right now. And you don't seem to be your normal cheerful energy where you're kind of like, Queen of Wands mom, where you're doing a kind of a little bit of everything. You seem to be very subdued and your energy is kind of low and you're not sure what it is that is causing this. But again, in the winter, we want to kind of be hunkered down and settle, and settle in the house and not get out that much. So that could be you just kind of want to be that hermit imagery inside and not be outside so much. I do get again that you're itching to find something else to do for work, but you're not sure what direction you want to go. Do you want to go bigger corporate or do you want to go smaller private? And you're just not sure what direction you want to go in. Either way you decide, I feel like it's going to be profitable for you. You just have to again get out there and decide what you want to do. You have been in the house a lot. Yeah, so they are showing me that you're really, really slowed down and not really yourself. Like you kind of feel off, maybe either health wise or mentally or emotionally or all of it together. I do know that over the community that we've been talking to, a lot of people have been saying like the solar flares has been affecting them emotionally and just kind of body wise with different symptoms. Plus the flu season is also kind of getting to people. Um, I don't even see, but I did get another job this past. Oh, okay, so you did get a new job. Okay, so that's what they were showing me is that you weren't happy in the job that you were in, but that you would, either way you decided to go, you would be fine in that situation because you are very knowledgeable in what you do. I feel like this job is going to challenge you a little bit more and expand your role or expand the duties that you knew or expand whatever knowledge that you have and also give you more knowledge. I feel like it's a little bit more technical and a lot less dealing with people this time. Like maybe you're, I don't want to say just admin, but it's a lot more technical on the back end for you, whatever it is that you're doing. And you may not have to deal with like patients or deal with so many people firsthand while you're solving the problems behind the scenes. I do feel like you're the senior person on the team or kind of like the most knowledgeable person. If not, you'll be ended up being like in a manager position. Um, I do feel like the people that your coworkers are younger. Is that true? Like, oh, you said it's more behavior health. Does that mean you're dealing more with the clients or less with the clients? Because you said behavior health. Is that like approvals on the back end, or is that more dealing with the actual patients and setting them up for services? But either way, I feel like the people that you're working with are younger. I don't know if these are your coworkers or the people that you're actually dealing with, but they show me a younger people, and you being the mature person with more experience and more knowledge and better able to facilitate things and move it along. And you'll bring the organization to the office or wherever you're at that is needed. Oh, she said it's 50-50. Oh, okay. So it does feel like you just will have a lot more responsibility. Again, you'll be the senior person or the person with the most knowledge, and you'll kind of get things in order the way that it's supposed to be. They're showing me very Capricorn energy, like, you gotta like you want everything list style or you want everything in order. I always associate that with Capricorn, but other people associate it, I think, with Virgo or Libra or something. I don't know. Capricorn is my reference to it. But you also sound it seems like more money, definitely. And then I feel like there'll be one or two more raises this year before 2026, because they're showing me 2026 light hasn't turned on, but they're showing me two more jumps in pay. I feel like that you'll have. And then you'll probably enjoy this job and your coworkers a lot more. And there's something about your daughter. What's with your daughter? Is she interested in the field that you're working in? Or what is it? Like, there's a connection between you, your work, and your daughter. So is it that you're taking her to work, she's interested in your work, or something about a connection between you and your daughter and work? All right. So that's what I have for
Okay.
Miss.
Well, Quinn, I was just picking up. Yeah, I was picking, until you mentioned the job thing, it was interesting because I was picking up the feeling of unfulfilled. It's like, so is the job not measuring up to what you had hoped it would, or?
Oh, this is the new job she just got Friday.
But I'm saying are you are you is there some concern about the new job because like it's not measuring up, or you're not feeling like I get the feeling like it's you're not quite comfortable yet where. So is it a concern about the fitting in or the comfort, or is it just not thinking you're ready yet to do it, or not knowing if you're ready yet to do it? Because I'm really picking up again a lot of concern about it, so I don't know what's driving that.
Oh, the first job is concerning. Oh, you have two jobs now. Oh, so you just got a second job. Oh, so that's the issue that I was seeing, is that you're not feeling happy at that job. I feel like you're going to get a new. Okay, so then that's the job I feel like you're going to replace. So she just got a new second job on Friday, but her first job is the one that I feel like she's not happy in, and that she'll get a new job whichever way she decides, and she'll get two raises with that job.
Okay, well maybe that'll help them, because I was just feeling like there's like there's definitely something's just not quite right.
But I think Quinn, if I'm not mistaken, is this the job where you got it and they promised you it was going to be this and it ended up being something else? And you've been trying to, you've been dealing with it, but trying to figure out where else you're going to go. Is this that job? Because I feel like about a year or two ago, she got this job, and it just like, it was kind of like promises, promises. And then when she got into the job, it wasn't quite what they said it was going to be. So that definitely fits with what you're finding, Don. Yeah, she said yes, that's the first job. So that definitely goes with what you were saying, with her not quite being satisfied with that job.
Okay, yeah, and Quinn, I think the one energy that I'm picking up very strongly is more of an energy of patience. So have patience and kind of just let it let it kind of iron itself out or work itself out. Um, because let it kind of work itself out. Let it kind of work itself out. I think ultimately it's going to be fine, but I can see why you would be frustrated, and I do pick up some frustrations uh, about it.
Oh,
But
she
but
said
you
there's no growth in the first job. That's why I see her going on to another place where she'll be like management level and she'll be the senior person with all the knowledge. But I feel like her coworkers will be young.
Hmm. Okay.
And I feel like if you're looking for opportunities, I feel like maybe you might want to go the bigger corporate because they're showing me two paths for you, either big corporate or smaller, more private. And you're trying to decide which way you're going to go. And I think that if you want more growth, you might want bigger with more opportunities to go to like different departments or do different things because you seem to have a lot of skills that'll fit a lot of different things. Um, and you want a challenge this time.
Interesting. Yeah. Well, but yeah, just be patient with it, Quinn. Let it again. Let the process work itself through. Let yourself get a little acclimated. Also, be cognizant of the people around you because not everybody is wanting the same
Oh,
thing, and that can be disconcerting to say the least. But yeah, just let it kind of acclimate. Let yourself acclimate to it, and then see where that takes you. Okay.
is there a drive, Quinn? Is that the problem too, that you have a drive? Because I feel like your next job, you won't have to drive so far because they showed me in your car and then it was a stop. Like you didn't have to get on the highway to drive such a far distance. Like I feel like your next job will be closer. Okay. So that's her new job is autism spectrum and they were very impressed with her experience. Okay. Yeah. Wow.
That's that's a
Well,
that's a very I have to applaud you on that because that's a very draining, very um, it takes a lot to be able to work
emotion.
with that. Yeah,
'Cause I'm the person that gets I could do behavioral health because I get very attached to my clients or their
yeah, no,
children or whatever.
and I mean, and there's good days and there's bad days. Even with the people themselves with autism, they have their good days and their bad days, and sometimes their bad days can be bad days. I mean, they can really be challenging, and that's unfortunate. But that's so Quinn, my gosh, I'm telling you, what you're dealing with is it's as they say God's work because I couldn't do it. No matter what, I just don't have it in me, and so I have to really congratulate you on that and just thank you for doing that. Again, I just couldn't do it. So keep up that great work.
All right.
Yeah.
That's all I got for Quinn. I didn't get any love this time, Quinn. You always have some relationship stuff, and I didn't get any of it.
Super, super.
Kathy Marks was a new person. Miss Kathy, are you still here? I've seen her before, and she usually comes at the very end, so we never get to read her. Miss Kathy, if you're still here, do you want a reading?
Come out wherever you
Oh,
are.
she says she's good on love.
Quinn, yeah. Oh, I see. Yeah, yeah.
You didn't have the most romantic Valentine's Day, Miss Quinn? All right. Well, if Miss Kathy isn't here, I don't know, Dana. Looking for new names. Bro, like do you have a specific question? Because you said general, and if you're asking, like for multiple readings in a week, you have to have something specific. You can't just keep saying general. So is there something specific that you want us to read on, Brolic? Hi, Shield Nova. Oh, dinner and sleep. Well, listen, Quinn, I was sick, so don't even worry about it. Was I sick? Yes, I was sick. And yeah, it was drama. Call me. All right. Okay, well, who has a question? Put a question in here and then we'll read you because look like Kathy is gone. She's not here anymore.
Have we read for Rosemary Zimmerman in a while? I'm not even sure.
I don't think I've ever read for her at all. She said somebody told her to come here. There was someone.
Let's see what we get for Rosemary.
Wanting to reach out. I don't know. Who's that?
Come out wherever you are.
Rosemary, they show me you like digging a ditch, like you're digging, but you're digging in the sand. Like you seem to be like at a beach and you're digging a ditch. They're saying you're digging your own ditch, but you don't need to. They're saying um so the way that I'm hearing it is you're 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 not enjoying the moment. You're supposed to be at a beach, or you're supposed to be on vacation, or you're supposed to be having this glorious time, but you're doing labor. You're doing manual labor, something that you don't need to do. Like, why would you be shoveling sand on a beach? Like, they're saying you're not enjoying the moment because you're always trying to be busy or finding yourself doing something that you don't need to do. So, I don't understand. So they're saying you need to kind of get out of work mode, or get out of always doing something for somebody, or just doing something to be busy, and kind of just rest and enjoy the moment. They're showing me back pains, or like bones, like cracking. Like, are you having any issues in your back, or with like joint pain? Because they're showing me issues like that. Is that true, Miss Rosemary? Or they showing me a chiropractor kind of like cracking your back. Like they're showing me like stiffness, like bone stiffness or body stiffness, and they're saying you just kind of need to rest, like you're over utilizing yourself, or you're overdoing it, and you need to get a little bit more rest. And they're showing me the medication. I don't know if you're overutilizing it, or you're not or you're not utilizing it the way you should. You got bone pain. Okay, so they're showing me that, and they're saying you need to rest a little bit, or stretch, do some stretching things, is how they're showing it to me too. And listen to your doctor. That is one thing they're telling me. Listen to your doctor. Whatever they're telling you to do, like if they're telling you to use heat on the joints, or to stretch, or to do yoga, or to do some kind of activities like that, you should do whatever it is that they're saying. And then also take your medication as prescribed, but also get some rest. You definitely need rest. They're giving me a headache a little bit, because you seem to just be over exerting yourself, and you may need to drink some water, because I'm feeling dehydrated while I'm in your energy. And so they're saying you just kind of all around health wise, you need to pay a little bit more attention to your body health wise, and be a little bit more proactive in keeping yourself well and getting some rest. So that's what I got from Miss Rosemary.
We lost your microphone, Angie.
Oh no, I stopped talking. I was drinking water. I'm sorry.
I was like, what happened? What happened?
Oh, I like that Spirit Says. I would just change it to A5Says.
I need to do one for that. Yeah, that'd be great.
I like that Spirit Says. I think Rosemary was really looking for a spirit to come through, but I don't get a message from a spirit.
Rosemary, I have not much more to offer. The only thing I'm getting is there a frustration around a marriage, or a wedding or a marriage? Is there a frustration around that? Is it yours, or is it your daughter's? Is there something going on with that energy that maybe has you concerned, or something like that? Do you have a daughter? Because I'm picking up. I'm picking up you or a daughter. I'm not exactly sure of which one it is. Um, Again, do you have a daughter, Rosemary, or again, and if not, so no, I don't have a daughter. Okay, so are you having marital kind of? Your mom is probably watching. Well, I don't think it's her marriage. I think it's again. Are you married? Because I'm picking up a marriage issue. I'm picking up a no kids. I understand. We got that part already. We're good. So, but are you married? And are you having some marital, or do you not want us to know? And that's okay too. I mean, it's like my own damn business is possible too. I totally get that. I'm just picking up. I'm picking up like a relationship issue or a relationship crisis or something. I don't know. And I think it's like a crisis of faith. Okay, well, it's not you. Then I must be.
She says she is married, but no marital issues.
Okay, well, that's good news. I mean, the better that means it's not your energy, and that's a good thing. Don't own the energy if it's not yours. That's fine. I don't know. I'm picking up that energy though, so from somebody. So we can move on to somebody who maybe has that energy. God, do you have dark hair, Rosemary? I can't really see a picture there very well. So
Oh, she said relationship, yes, but not her husband.
what?
So you got a husband and a boyfriend?
Are you saying?
Yes, she has dark hair.
And is it
So,
like? And is like a natural curl to it? Because I'm getting like, and you wear, it's a little longer, and I'm getting naturally curly, or. Huh.
oh, property with somebody. That's the issue.
Huh. Okay. You have dreads. Okay. And that's the yeah. Okay, that makes sense then. This energy is yours. Well, okay. I don't know. Maybe it's where you. Yeah.
That's me too, bro. Like that's my exact face.
Hmm. Okay. Well, yeah. This must be somebody else's energy. So, I again don't own something. Don't own energy. It's not yours. So we can move on to somebody else who, again, this must be for somebody else. This must be an energy for somebody else because I'm picking up, yeah, a crisis. I'm picking up a problem. So there you go. Okay. So I'm sorry, no help, Rosemary. Not today. I don't. Maybe next time. Okay. Remind me. So um, yeah, remind me next time, and maybe we'll pick up a good energy, and we'll be able to read something else. Okay. Who else you got, Miss Angie?
Brolick has a question about his spiritual development. What is your question, Brolick? Like, what is it that you want to know? If you want to know how to advance your spiritual development, you basically have to practice. That's just it. I don't know any other way to tell you. Practice, practice, practice. Either with other people in a group or on one-on-one meditation. But what is your what is the spiritual issue that you're really wanting to know about? Like, what is your development that you want to know? Because I feel like you're intuitive, but I just feel like you don't listen to it. It's kind of like you'll say something or you'll know something, and then you'll see it on the news or somebody else will bring it up and you'll be like, dang, I was thinking about that, but you dismiss it as coincidence or just kind of, I don't know. um um you wondering what's going on. That seems to be the energy collectively with everybody. And that's why we always tell you, if you're trying to grow spiritually, to get with like-minded people so you can get the buzz on the energy. All the videos that I've watched, even in our community, people are really having like, they're either needing to be grounded, they're feeling out of tune, they're feeling either emotionally overwhelmed or some kind of physical symptoms. But there's a lot going on energy wise where people are a little bit just not knowing what direction to go. And then this is the beginning of the year. So this is that time where you're trying to figure out, how do I want the rest of my year to go? And so you're trying to figure out and you're trying to connect with your higher power. One of the ways that works for me very, very well is I have a playlist that I listen to when I go to sleep, and it's different meditations. It'll be somebody taking me to, maybe Don's meditation that takes you to visit your spirit guides. Have you tried any of Don's meditations? That'll help you to kind of connect, um, to connect with your spirit guides and get a better understanding of it. You should have been in class last night because we did a great exercise, and we do have some. I think that it may be a time zone issue for you. The people in our class was talking about active imagination and telling you how to unfold your dreams and how to play them out to see what your spirit guides are trying to tell you. But I mean, it just depends on what your issue is. We talk about these things every Tuesday in class, and we give each other pointers on whatever it is. You would have to give me a little bit more detail, but trusting and discerning, I wrote down, I just write down whatever it is my guides tell me. And so then I found out, I did private readings for people. Some of the things I wrote down ended up being in the private reading. Some of the things that I wrote down ended up being messages for other people. And so I just write down whatever it is they say. And that's kind of confirmation for me that I'm receiving the message. I'm connected with my higher power, but it's also the message for me that I am I'm on the right track spiritually. It gives me some confirmation and truthfulness of the information I'm getting, because it's hard to believe what we hear um, if the confirmations aren't consistent over time. And so you just seem to be like you're kind of discrediting. Did I really hear that? Or, was that my own thought, or was that my higher power? Was that me, or was that, my God source? You're having a hard time to figure out what's your thoughts versus their thoughts, and just kind of write it all down and write it. You can write down questions too, like write down whatever they say. And then I'll write down questions. What does this mean? Are you telling me this is a date? Is this a time? Is this a place? Is this a amount of money? Is this whatever it is? So if they give me a series of numbers, are these dates? Are these times? Is this money? Is this, whatever it is? And so if they give me names, are these people that I need to know? So write those things down so that your guys can answer those questions for you. And they'll either answer it for me in a dream. I'll hear a song and be like, oh my gosh, that's exactly what I was thinking of. Or if you hear a song and you're wondering, why is this song stuck in my head? I have been, my guides have been telling me to not think about the things that I've lost or the things that I don't have, to think about where I want to go. And so the song that popped up for me that I listened to on repeat was Grateful. There was a song, a gospel song, it's called Grateful. And they were just talking about all the different ways that they were saying that they were grateful and showing gratefulness. And so again, that could just be my guides telling me to be grateful for the things that I do have and not concentrating on what I don't have, concentrate on where I'm trying to be. And so they want me to be focused forward. And so it's just picking up on the little cues that you receive throughout the day and not disregarding them as coincidence or not something. But I do feel like you are tapped in. You just are not trusting the information that you get. But the best way to do it is to write it down and then check it off. I put the date, the time that I got it, and then I just wait, and then I'll come back and read it and be like, that's what they told me. And that kind of builds your confidence too. But definitely come to class on Tuesday night and do some of the meditations that Don has. Don has a whole bunch of meditations on there. And so you can meet your spirit guides, you can meet your gatekeeper, you can meet crossed over loved ones. So there's a lot of things that you can do just based off of the meditations that Don has.
And the meditations are great. They're guided meditations, so they'll walk you through the process. You don't have to feel like you're just being hung out. This will walk you right through, which is nice. So, who is next, Miss Angie?
Wait a minute, were you responding to the guy who said, "Can my 48-year-old friend throw a 70-mile fastball?" Okay, because I was like, "What?"
Exactly. And then they decided to respond again. He wants to bet me. I just would like a yes or no to give it an edge. You know what? You can use your ring. Put your ring on a piece of string, and use it as a pendulum and ask that question, and your spirit guides, if you have been good to them, will answer your question for you.
Exactly. I don't even know if I have my pendulum here. So, all right. Who else has a question?
The gatekeeper was my hardest of all of the people to communicate with. It's interesting because the gatekeeper is the one who you will communicate with most in your lifetime. But it's interesting how it took me much more effort and time to directly start to knowingly communicate with them than anybody else. My spirit guides, I could speak to them and work with them and get responses back from them, and I could know where they were heading and where they were leading me. Um, but yet, for me, it was the gatekeeper was the hardest. And yet, again, I'm always talking to the gatekeeper. We're always communicating one way or the other with the
You know,
gatekeeper.
Don, I don't think I've identified exactly who mine is, but I
Mhm.
talk to um I don't know. I guess it
Angel?
just depends on what the issue is. Like,
Yeah.
remember, I since you said this, and you said it a couple times before, it stuck in
Mhm.
my head. When you want information, send your guides out to find it. So whatever the information is, a different guide will be the person that I'm communicating with.
Yeah.
If it's career stuff, it might be this guide. If it's family stuff, it might be this guide. If it's a relationship, it might be this guide. And so I send them out to do stuff. Oh, Don, I do have a praise moment. So with that, I wrote down on 218, and I don't even know if it was, I might have got the dates wrong, but I wrote in my book 218, and I wrote down, um, um, I want all my medical bills paid in full by the end of the year. And I crossed out the first two words, like I want, and just said paid in full by the end of the year. So I had this issue with my billing people on some medical bills and stuff. And I
Mhm.
was like, well, I've been paying on that. Where's the money going? And blah, blah, blah. So whatever happened, I ended up talking to somebody else, and she was like, okay, well, we can just settle this and for 50-50. And they took $1,000 off the bill immediately. And I immediately gave her that $1,000, like, here you go. And that bill was ended. And I thought, like, wow, I just wrote that down yesterday, and check mark, it's already done. Like, I wrote it down. I sent out, and I remember writing it down, but also sending out my guys to say, hey, can you go and get somebody to help me with my medical bills? Because it's going to be unaffordable if a whole bunch come in. And when they were calling, I was like, well, why are you calling me? I'm already paying on this. And she was like, well, we can give you an offer. And they cut off $1,000. I cut that bill in half and just paid that $1,000, and it's already gone. And I went back to my folder. Brolic, this is for you. I went back to my folder and looked, and it was exactly what I had wrote down the day before, or even earlier that day, and it was already taken care of.
So you could actually consider that an affirmation because you affirmed it to happen.
I affirmed it.
Because you didn't say I'm going to. You put paid.
Yes, however I wrote it the first time, it didn't sound right. So I
Right.
crossed out the first two rows and just left paid by the end of the year. And the very next day it was all done. That was the medical bill.
I love
It
it.
was a $2,000 bill. They cut it in half, and I just went ahead and paid it.
Isn't that
And that was
amazing when it works? I mean, when you tell the universe what you want and the universe smiles at you and says, you know what? I'm going to help you out.
And Don, I didn't even mull over it.
Yeah.
I put it out there. I wrote it down, and I kept on going. I think I even went to bed after I wrote it and just kept on with my day. And then the very next day it happened. Like when they say, you just put it out there and don't think about it anymore. I guess that really does work, because I did not think about it anymore. And when it happened, it surprised me. I said, wow, it really did happen.
So you kind of left it in the hands of your spirit guides and said, you guys take care of this.
And I did exactly what you said. Tell your spirit guides to go out and find the person that you want to do whatever. And I did that. And I've remembered you saying it so many times online, and I hadn't done it. And then I started to do it. And so now anything I want, I'll be like, look, I want a new dress. Go and find me a new dress. Everything. I put it out there. I want a new car. Find me a new car. I want a new house. Find me a new house. So when the time is right, they bring in whatever information that I need. And it's amazing when you just send them out and let them do it and don't try to help them along.
I love it. I absolutely love that. I just think and again, folks, we have to take control. You cannot, again, you, like Angie said, she said, you know what? This is what's going to happen. And now go do it. And she took control of the situation, and she said, guide, chop, chop,
And I
pretty
just
much.
let them do it however they
Yeah.
wanted to do it. And I wouldn't. I don't even know, had I told them, I just said paid in full. It's paid in full. I didn't specify how I wanted it paid in full. I just wanted it paid in full. And that's how I got it done.
I love it. I
I'm okay with
absolutely
it.
love it.
Yeah. Brodick says he remembers an older lady from childhood that's been around for a long time. That could be your guy. And a lot of people are reminiscing about old things. Like I've been seeing who I thought was my imaginary friend a lot. But it was what people identify now as Jesus, like the image of Jesus. That's who it was for me when I was 5 years old. And I keep seeing that image of me talking to this person sitting on the bed as I played around in my room with my toys or whatever I did. And that image has been coming up a lot. And it may just be, to let me know you've always had this ability, ever since you were a kid. Just remember that childlike innocence that you had and approach it in that manner. Just talk to your guys like you would talk to any other person. That's how I did it. Hey, Cookie Victoria.
Yeah, I love it.
I
I
always
love
think of chocolate chip cookies when I see her name. Gosh, now I want chocolate chip. Homemade chocolate chip cookies just coming right out the oven, soft and gooey. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. Yeah, there you go. So you have the connection, bro. Like it's just you having the confidence. I'm telling you, if you come to class a couple times and you get it, once you get started, you'll get more confirmations for you, and you'll get a lot more confidence, and it'll help you to move forward spiritually too.
absolutely, absolutely. Yep. And no, and always again, it gets it's amazing how once you start taking control, and again, you truly stop surrendering your power. When you take power and you direct, and you then put out to the universe what you want the universe to do, you are going to learn to eventually slip into the mode where, you know what, I'm going to do this more often and more often, and to the point where where you actually, again, you take the control and you don't surrender it anymore. Again, it's your life. The question is, what do you want to see come from it? And if you want to say on autopilot and say, you know what, universe, you just go ahead and lead me and I'll just follow along, then when things go into the ditch, when you drive off the road into the ditch, I'm not talking actual, I'm talking physical. When your life, guys, goes off the ditch, don't be mad, because you're the one that said, okay, I'm on autopilot and just whatever. When you take control and when you start saying, hey, we're going down this path, I'm doing this is where we're going, this is what we're doing, I'm telling you, it's amazing. The universe listens, because so many people are on autopilot and they don't understand how the energies that they can control can help them. And so it's messy, and the universe doesn't like messy, but it's like, you know what? I'll get to messy. But if you have your stuff together and you're headed down a way and you're like, I'm doing this, we're moving this way, the universe is like, hey, they got their stuff. I know what they want. This one's easy. They know what they want. I can help them. The other ones, I got to lead, I got to guide, I got to manicure, I've got to, it's like all this stuff. And it's like, that's a lot of work for you. Oh, you're make it easy. Yeah, come on, let's go. We're done. And that's wonderful. So folks, remember, you have to start somewhere controlling your situation and taking ownership. Once you do, and you start enjoying how life starts rolling properly for you, damn, you start like, you know what, I can do this more often. And eventually you will. Okay. So just keep that in mind.
Bro, like if you're listening in the background off camera, how are you practicing? We put you right in. You don't get to just to view us as a voyeur. We get you in and we get you right to work. We put you right into small groups. You might be one on one with one of us. You might be in a group of 3 or 4. There's no judgment. That's the first thing you have to think about. Nobody comes in with judgment. Nobody's judging. Is your skill level here? Is her skill level there? We're all learning all the time. I learn stuff from people in class every single day. Like I just said yesterday with Umber in class, the exercise that she brought out about active imagination. Um, Again, I learned something new. So you're going to be, soon as you come to class, you're going to be mixed in. We'll introduce you, and then you're going to be put into a group. And it's just you practicing. That's all you need to do. It's no judgment. It's no, oh, this or that. You can ask questions. You can get help from other people. It's just a free class for you to be whoever you are and allow your skills to grow or your connections to grow. Some people come and they only come for their own personal development, but it's for them to have a better connection with their guides, but they're still coming to practice because you still have to understand, what information am I receiving? Is this something odd? Is this something common? Is this something that everybody else does? How do other people handle it when they have these situations? And so we're a group that is helping each other. Like, if you wanted to know about IT, you would either take classes about IT, or you would learn from somebody who already knows, who can help you do whatever it is you want to do. And so that's all we're doing, is helping you to develop what the skills that you already have.
And
It's not
bro,
about getting something wrong.
I can say, bro, like when you talk about the wrong part, the wrong is part of the growth. The wrong is part. If you are right all the time, what have you learned? The thing about being wrong is the wrongs help you to understand what is right. So, and I'll give you an example. If I were to read for you, Brolik, and I said, Brolik, I'm seeing the color pink. And when I see the color pink in my life, it tells me that there's a girl involved, there's a young girl. Are you pregnant? Are you having a baby? Or somebody's coming in to let you know about a birth of a girl or whatever? And I'm like, does that resonate with you? And you'll say, no, no. When for me, pink always means I'm nauseous and I need Pepto-Bismol or something like that, right? Again, a very valid thing. And I'm like, okay, so maybe you're going to be sick soon, so you need to be careful. Make sure you take caution and be careful and not get sick. And if you are, make sure you have something ready for you. And then 2 weeks later, sure enough, you find out either a girl's coming down the road for somebody, or you find out the Pepto-Bismol. And then when I read again for somebody else, now that you've given me an opportunity to understand, it could be one of two things. I'll pick that same thing up and I'll say, I get this, but I've also had this in my readings. Which have you, for you with the pink? And I'm talking to somebody else and they're like, oh, this. They may confirm what you said. And therefore, from now on, pink means that. Or they may confirm what I've said. And therefore, now it confirms because I put my neck out there and because I was maybe not right the first time with how it associated with the other person. And of course, so then of course so I learned. Or the better part is that other person down the road may get sick, and now 3 or 4 weeks later, it's like, damn, you warned me, you told me, and I did not listen, and I got sick. I thought it was about the baby, I thought it was about a girl, and sure enough, it was illness. But it took me a while. So again, you have to have failure to have success, because that's how we learn our vocabulary. Children learn to walk by falling. They don't get right up and walk the first time. They boom, down they go. Whoop, up, down, boom, whoop, up, boom, boom. They bump their heads. They do all cry. That's
Watch them get some stuff wrong. We ask questions about situations like, are you having a relationship issue? She said no. We have to decipher what it is that we're seeing, and they're going to say yes or no. Are you married? Do you have? Don asked if there was a wedding issue, if it was her daughter. She said no. That's how we learn. You can't always be 100% right. This is how you figure out what it is that you're seeing in her energy. And sometimes they don't want to tell us what the issue is, and so we just say okay. But um we have to ask the questions in order to know which way to go. Are we on point, or are we not? I did a whole reading for a lady who came to this event. I did the whole reading, and when I got done, she was like, none of that's me. And I felt like, what do you mean none of that's you? And when I got done, she told me it was her friend who wanted to come to the service, but she had got sick, so she couldn't come. And so the reading was all about her friend. So I said, give your friend my phone number. I'll read her. And then I'll read you again later, because only your friend's energy is coming through now. You can't be afraid of not being right. And you know what? I used to be like that too. I can't even lie and say that I've always had this confidence. And sometimes I still wonder, or I'm still a little bit leery of it. But my guides told me, as long as you say it exactly the way that I tell you to say it, then there's no consequence. Because I used to be like, well, what if I tell them to do this and then it turns out bad? As long as you say it exactly the way I said it, then there's no consequence, because you're saying what we told you to say. Hi, Tania. So
exactly.
don't
So
worry
so
about it.
know that, and in our group, there is no judgment. There is no judgment. If you're right, if you're wrong, it doesn't matter, because guess what? We all have been there and we all are learning. So know that there is no judgment. There's just that. And if you have to get over that major hurdle first. That's the most important thing, in my opinion.
Yeah. And just let it go. Like,
Yep.
it is what it is.
Yep. And you will
And
be
you have to realize that what we're telling you is a snapshot of right now. If you go and change, if you go and make a change in your life, it's going to change the outcome. Let me tell you, listen, watch Twilight, the series with Edward and Bella. Listen, this hit me one day. I was just watching the movie and I was having a hard time with not being right on every single thing that I said. And um he said her readings, her visions are subjective. They'll show you what it is until somebody makes a decision. So she saw them going south. Then he made a decision and changed his mind to go another way. And so she saw him going to another location. It wasn't that she was wrong the first time. He made a decision. And at that decision tree, it changes the trajectory of the reading. It doesn't mean that I was wrong or that you were wrong. It just means that there was a decision made that changed the outcome. And now another possibility is available.
exactly.
Hey Liz, that's Liz from class. And then Cookie Victoria, are you still here? Because I have a question for you. She said her dad said her eyes look like YouTube cookies. I was like, how do your eyes look like YouTube cookies? But she meant chocolate chip cookies because I was gonna be like, what do YouTube cookies look like?
Exactly.
But Cookie Victoria, I want to know oh, okay. Um Cookie Victor. Okay, you're still here. Did your dad used to smoke your dad or your granddad? I feel like this is your granddad used to smoke cigars. Have I already asked you that before? And did he have a hearing issue because they're clogging my ears or my sickness is clogging my ears? But did your grandfather or your father used to smoke a cigar? That was pure. Yes, a lot. Okay. Because I see him like working in the yard, but he has a cigar just hanging out of his mouth, kind of chewing on it. I don't know that he smoked it so much as maybe he chewed it a lot in his mouth and just had it in there as a fixture in his mouth. But he seems to be a very no nonsense person that would say boy or gal a lot, something like that. And he seems to be funny. But he seemed to the grandkids really seem to like him, and he seems to be wondering why you are not profiting off of something. Like I feel like there's a line of apparel, like shirts or something you could be making, something about your name or something about you that you could be profiting off of and you're not. Either sayings that you say or shirts or something, but it's something to do with you personally, either your name or something that you cook or something that you do. Oh, she said, yeah, from Arkansas. Yeah, okay. And so he's wondering why you're not profiting or you're not trying to build a business around that. You have a product or a service or something that is marketable and you're not selling in it. And he's wondering why you're not. And um do you have a little boy or you want a little boy? I feel like you want a little boy because of the little tick that they just gave me. You want a little boy? And is his name gonna start with a M? Manny, Manuel, Manuel, or something like Emmanuel? And I see you, like he's saying you're doing things the hard way. Like I see you trying to pull, like you're trying to move these objects and you're reaching over the fence. There's like a picket fence and you're reaching over the fence trying to grab these things, but there's an opening in the gate right there. And all you have to do is walk around and go pick it up and walk it back on this side. He's wondering why you're doing things the hard way. Your granddad is like, why are you doing it that way? Like, and he keeps saying that he taught you better than that, or he thought he taught you better than that. Um Smoky Joe. What's a Smoky Joe? Is that a certain way y'all cook fish? Did y'all smoke fish or something with I keep hearing Smoky Joe, but I keep seeing like a whole fish being smoked on a grill or cooked some kind of way. What's with the fish and the smoking or the grilling? And do you think that you're pregnant? Because fish in our when you dream about fish in our family, it's pregnancy. So do you think that you're pregnant? He doesn't understand why you have self-doubt. He says that you seem to be a very talkative kid that like asked a lot of questions or were very outgoing. He doesn't understand why you you're having this doubt. You seem to get encouragement um from family and friends. Yes, you do. I don't know what the yes I do is because I don't remember all the questions I asked. Oh, you do think that you are. Okay, so maybe that's it. Maybe that's what the fish is. Because when I saw the fish, I thought, "Oh, Smoky Joe's, what does that mean?" And then I saw it grilling, and then they brought me to the memory of when you dream of fish being pregnant. So it could possibly be. I'm not going to tell you yes or no, but and I got goosebumps on that. So you may kind of possibly might be a little bit pregnant. Um, and then did you say yes, a boy name, M name or Emmanuel or something like that? Did you say yes on that? Because that M name is coming back to me. And either one of your kids now is interested in baseball, or the kid you're going to have is going to be interested in baseball because I see a kid playing baseball. And going like out to watch baseball, but they're behind the gate, so like in the dugout. Is that what it's called? Yeah, dugout. And so maybe they're playing too. All right. So that's what I see for you, Miss Cookie. Yes, a little bit pregnant, Miss Bonnie.
Haven't heard that saying in a long time. Hmm. And this is Cookie, right? We're doing Cookie.
Oh, she said I'm the one who told her she was gonna find out she was pregnant around this time. Okay, so that's why they brought the fish up. Oh my gosh. Okay, Miss Cookie, maybe you are pregnant. Come back and tell me.
Trying to think what I'm picking up here. Hmm.
I like her granddad's energy.
Cookie, how old are you? You're are you in your 20s? Are you even in your 20s yet? I'm getting younger than 20s. Is that right? Just trying to figure this out. And you're
35.
35. Gosh,
And you
wow.
had another baby? Lord. Oh, she said her energy is young. I was going to say, I don't know why you say you lack self confidence because I can see your picture that you got on here, and that's kind of a thirst trap picture.
Hmm. Do you have a daughter who is of childbearing age? Barely, maybe? Because I'm picking up. Do you have a daughter who is pregnant? Do you have a daughter who is? Do you have a daughter? And if so, is she pregnant? Is she?
She thinks she might be pregnant,
Yeah,
but you think her daughter might be pregnant too?
yeah. I'm picking up. I'm picking up a daughter. You didn't just say that. No, you just didn't say that. No, I didn't just say that. Is that what you're saying? Because again,
She's
11.
11, so
Yeah,
no.
yeah. No, okay. I'm picking up, but I'm picking. Yeah, okay. So do you? No, there's a young girl around you who is pregnant, who is
Do you have an older son who could have a girlfriend that's pregnant?
Or a niece? Is it? Do you have a niece who just found out she's
Oh,
pregnant?
she just said she mentioned something about her niece and having to console her because she had been crying. Wait, let me go back and find the message, Don. Um, it was way back. She said I had to. Oh, my niece came to me crying about my sister, and that was the hardest conversation I had to have with her today. So I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, I'm picking up a young girl who's pregnant, and they're they're not delivering the pregnancy doorstep, but they're bringing the information to your doorstep, and you're gonna have to deal with it. You're gonna have to kind of process through it and help them through it. But I do feel they're related to you. Yeah. Well, I'm not saying it's her specifically, but there is a younger girl coming to you who is going to just need a a shoulder to cry on. I guess is a good way to put it. It's somebody who will be there for them because they are pregnant. Um, so when they do come to you, make sure that you're very make sure first of all you're warm and welcoming in the sense of you help them understand that hey, this is not a judgment. It's not a judgment thing, but more importantly, make sure that you they need to know that you're going to hold their confidence in good regard. You're really going to not tell anyone, even though it could put you in a situation where you knew you should. You can't. Okay. Because they're going to confide in you, and they really need you to be true and honest about that. They just need to talk to somebody, and you are that person who they will talk to. Um, it's unfortunate because they can't talk to their mom. They can't talk to their mom or dad about this. Not right. Not yet. Not yet is what I'm picking up. But they do need to. They just need to share it with somebody. And you're going to be that person, unfortunately or fortunately, depending. The good part is they trust you enough, and I think that's wonderful. The bad part is you got to carry it around with you for a while before the world finds out, and you just have to bite your tongue. Do
Let me
not.
tell y'all something. Don't tell me a secret because I can't keep it.
Well, Cookie is going to have to, unfortunately, if this energy is exactly what I expect it to be. So, yeah. So, yeah.
I have to tell more than Jesus. I'll be like, Jesus, can I tell one more person? He be like, Cookie, I have one more question for you. Did your granddad build your family home, or are you looking for a home? Because I see him building the foundation to a house. And so if you're looking for a house, he's helping you to get the foundation to get prepared to buy the house. That's how he's showing it to me. Or is it both? He did build a house, um, and you're also looking for a house because I see your grandfather laying the concrete foundation. Oh, Don, this is about the niece that you were just talking about.
Uh-huh.
She put a comment in about her. She feel like it is going to come up. You're looking for a home. Are you wanting a new built home? Because the way they show it to me is your granddad building the foundation for your home. So that could either be helping you to be prepared to purchase a home, or actually, showing me that you're going to get a brand new build. So he did work on houses. So they're showing it to me. So I feel like he's working behind the scenes to help you out. You can ask for advice. You can write to him. You can ask him ask him what it is that he think you do, or to help you to um like we said, to send you somebody who could help you to be able to fulfill your dream of buying a house, and then be specific about this person. Like tell this person to say, I don't know, some silly word or have some interest that he has, so you'll know that it's the person that your granddad saw.
And Cookie, also, if you are so inclined to play the lottery, this would be a good week to do it. This is a very good week for you to do it. I'm picking up an energy around a very good week. If you're given a chance to buy like squares for a game, or squares for something, or again something, do some gambling. This is a week. This is a
Mega
very
Million,
strong energy week.
$2 for Mega Million, you can win millions. I listen.
Exactly.
That's $2. I will go ahead and just throw on out there.
Yeah. And when you win, don't forget. Don't forget. Just
Exactly.
send me a little song,
Exactly.
something right there, right there.
Exactly. So they're giving me a list of things for you, Miss Cookie. One, you need to pay attention, or you need to lean more into the things that could make you money without a 9 to 5. Like they want you to lean more into those creative aspects of yourself and just put it out there. Even if you don't start it, just kind of put it out there. Some of the artwork that I bought for my meditation room, I bought from a friend because she just posted what she put online. She made dream catchers out of yarn. She painted pictures. She painted other little items, and she just displayed them online. And I said, "Ooh, I like that. Can I buy it from you?" And then she came up with a price. Another one of our friends who's passed on now, she posted something on here. And I said, "Oh my gosh, that's nice. Can I buy it from you?" She said, "I'll just send it to you." And she just mailed it to me. So if you put it out there for people to know, you can kind of get some kind of gauge as to what people are interested in that you have as a service out there. So you might want to do that. Um, and then they're saying, um, gosh. The one thing was to lean more into that. The second thing was to be more focused. Like they're showing me you this way, being more focused on you and your goals and not so much of helping everybody around. You seem to be a very caring person, very much a queen of wands, kind of have your hands in a little bit of everything, helping everybody else out. But you have to be more focused on your goals. They're showing me you either need to make a list of your goals or a dream board of your goals, but something where you can see what you want and then check off your accomplishments. Like I did that, I did that, I did that. Because let me tell you what I put on my goals. I checked right on off, pay the medical bills in full. I love a list and I love checking things off. So make a list or some kind of thing to show how you are reaching your accomplishments. And they're saying celebrate your wins. You know, even if it's just, oh, I went and bought myself a new pair of shoes, or I had an extra treat when I went out to dinner, or I took myself out to dinner, or I went and indulged in something that you know is really expensive but I really enjoy it, or whatever it is. But they're saying you need to have a little bit more self-indulgence and to celebrate your wins. They're showing me the 3 of Cups, but they're showing it to me like this because you're not celebrating your own wins. Other people would too if you would allow them to celebrate with you. Okay. So that's what they're giving me, those 3 things. One, lean into the creative aspects of your life. 2, focus more on your goals. And 3, I forgot 3. What did I just say? Whatever the third thing I was, that too. Oh, the dream, was it the dream board? I don't even remember, Cookie. I hope you wrote it down. We're done. So there you go.
Yeah, I'm not sure. That's about it for me. I have nothing else to add.
Me too. That was a good reading. Her energy is very, I don't know, open and kind of lively. Like
Hmm.
she just seems to be like, tell me what you want to tell me.
Yep. Yep. No, but to get that too. Absolutely.
Yes. So there it is. All right, who's next time?
Who is next? Let's take a look.
Don, you know I had the other day that I had never had before and it was delicious?
Hmm.
Fried green beans.
Really?
I had never had them before, and when we went to go watch the Super Bowl, they served fried green beans, and I was like, well, and it's just like in a cornmeal batter. It was so good. It was
Also,
so good.
like tempura fried or something.
Yeah, but it was the cornmeal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was so
I've
good.
never, I've never had it. I've heard have zucchini that way because we eat
Me
zucchini
too.
all the time.
Listen, I'd eat my green beans that way. That looks good. That
Yeah,
was good. Yeah.
that sounds good. I have to try that.
Yeah, I had never had. And the person I went with, she said, "I have to go home and try to do this myself." She said, "I know this isn't nothing but probably some fish fry with a little egg, batter or whatever." And
Yeah,
she said that she was gonna go try it, but it was good. It was a very nice way to eat,
yeah,
zucchini or either green beans.
yeah. I never tried that. I have to try that.
Oh,
Yeah,
she'll Nova says she never had either. Hey, Harley.
yeah. Now you got my mind kind of rolling. I'm thinking, yeah.
See,
Actually,
and
next
it's a
time
nice finger food. They just used it. It was
yeah.
about this long, all of them. So good.
And it's like next time I do fried chicken, I already have the oil hot anyway, right? So
Exactly.
yeah,
Like she said, you might as well get the chicken if you go get the red beans and rice. It's the same price.
exactly. Yeah, 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 yeah. Now I'm hungry for red beans and rice again. Thank you, Angie. My stomach had kind of chilled out. You know, I was already off of food, and now go right back to food. Thank you, Angie.
I'm sorry.
Even Bonnie says stop talking about food. It's like, oh Lord, have
I'm
mercy.
done. I'm done. Is it Shannon Lee? She said, "May I have a reading if you're drawn?" Shannon Lee.
Shannon, do you have a specific question or a general question? And please don't say specific. If it's specific, give us the question, and do not say love. Please don't say love.
Yes, because I'm not doing love, but I do have an image for you. The first
Ooh.
thing was I heard was a hit dog is going to holler, and then I see somebody like hit a dog and make it holler. So, is somebody saying things that resonate with you or that are truthful in your situation, and you're a little upset about it or about what they're saying to you? Like it kind of feels like um, if somebody kind of comes and talks about I don't know, a person who's cheating on their husband, and then you're not, and not necessarily you, I'm not saying you, and then you're the person that's cheating on your husband, so you get offended that they're talking about that subject. It's kind of how they're making it seem to me, is that like maybe somebody is making a comment and it resonates with you or it touches your life a little bit too closely and you get a little bit upset about it. Is how they're making it seem to me, Miss Shannon. um um they're saying don't show your cards. They were like, it's kind of like they're showing me a poker game, and don't show your cards. Don't let people know that they're bothering you or irritating you. I don't know if this person is kind of pricking you on purpose or irritating you on purpose, or if you're a little bit sensitive now. I feel like maybe this person is irritating you on purpose. Are you having an issue with somebody? It seems to be a female energy that you're having an issue with. Is this true? And it doesn't have to be a big fallout thing. It's just kind of like maybe a little pettiness back and forth, or this person being petty, and you are trying to be professional or trying to be calm about it. And what I heard was, don't show your hand. Like, don't let them know that they're getting to you or that they're irritating you. Just keep moving forward in the light that you're doing. Okay, so that's true. And then they're saying, like, you'll overcome this and they'll still be back there. Like you're still moving ahead and they'll still be back there being the same person that they were. So don't let them stop your progress trying to deal with this situation. It's something that is like kind of like a brush off the shoulders and keep it moving. You don't let this person irritate you, and you don't let them know that they're getting under your skin, because in this situation, whether you are the right or the wrong person, you're the bigger person for moving on. And then they're saying don't play their games, because they're saying don't jump rope with them. Like don't get into this situation that's going to tire you out, or yeah, tire you out for no reason. Like you don't have to be a part of this situation. You're beyond that. And they show me you getting into a very fancy car and moving on down the road. Are you living in a big city, or are you wanting to move to a big city? Why are they showing me a big city as the road that you're traveling on or traveling through? Like a big city with a lot of corporate buildings, like maybe you want to work downtown or you want to be more in a city area than you are now. And you seem to be a little bit of a party girl. Is that true? Or maybe you want to get out and party a little bit. Hi, Kelly. Shannon, you got to type faster than me. I'm going to forget all the questions. I forgot the list that I told Cookie, and it was only 3 items. Okay, well, um, if you are looking for a job more of a corporate area or more in a downtown area, they are showing me you getting to an intersection and having to decide to turn left or right. So I feel like you're going to have two opportunities or two offers to come up to you, and then you decide which way you want to go, and either way are going to be good. Whether you go left or you go right, you're going to get the same experience, just with a different company or a different set of people, but you're still going to get the experience or learn whatever it is that. Oh, you were in the city the other day. Okay, you're still going to get that you're still going to get that outcome. So I feel like um whatever it is about the city or that pulls you there, you're going to get an opportunity to be more in it than normal. So that's what I got for Miss Shannon.
Okay. Hmm.
And did you have a dog named Lucky? But that's it. I'm done now.
Let me go to cards because I'm really not picking up anything specifically. Hmm. Shannon, do you know? Are you? Are you involved in marriage counseling, or are you maybe considering marriage counseling, or do you know somebody who is coming to seek your counsel for marriage issues? Because I'm picking up a male and female, and again, she's combative, and he's got the superior attitude, and the counseling is here, and the needing to find some kind of way forward with them. And so my question is could that be you? And I don't know. Hmm. Okay. Um, it's again, the relationship is not in a good place. Definitely not in a good place. And yeah, yeah, there's decisions to be made, but there's so again, if it's not you who is in a situation like this, then someone's coming calling and asking for you to maybe help them work through this. If I were you, I wouldn't. I would if it's not your relationship, I would stay out of it. If they're coming to you, because they're in a pivotal point in their life. This is a pivotal career situation, not career, a pivotal life choice situation, and again, I'm not sure that it can be turned around. So if your relationship's going well, then this is probably not you. If it is your relationship, you need to get some advice. Don't go to a friend. You need some serious conversations with somebody who is more professional, who can work you through these issues. And if it's not you, then when somebody comes calling who's a friend, don't try to help them. I know you want to, but don't try to help them. Tell them the best help you can give them is advising them to get professional counseling, because this is beyond the point of a friend helping somebody find their way through. This is you're down the road further on this. So again, I'm not don't you don't have to identify which way it is, but most importantly, know what I'm saying and use that to your advantage, because again, these two cards not good together. These two cards are very, very not good together. And when I see it along with these two cards with a couple who's in a really situation, and then you have this one on top, yeah, yeah. No, I can't even if I want to find try to find a good that just isn't there. These cards just they're not those cards. They just aren't. So sorry, I can't be much help to you. Again, make sure that yeah, yeah, yeah. You get professional conversations, help, direction, or you again stay out of somebody else's mess and let them. But tell them, give them, say, hey, look, I don't have what you need. You need to go somebody who can deliver in a way that I can't. And you're getting in the middle of this would be just catastrophic for you, and you may wind up losing friendships over it. Don't do it. Look, as Angie says many times, look at my face.
For my face. Don't do it.
Don't do it. Don't do it. And I'm trying to find the video to try to be clever here, and I'm slow as hell. But here we go.
Look at my face. Don't do it. No.
No, this is the one time. Really listen to what we're saying. Okay. Whew, that wasn't good. I don't like that.
And that could be the same situation, Don, where I told you, like, she's going to move ahead and leave them back there. Don't let them pull her into their drama.
I see. Could be. Absolutely. Yep. Yep. Satyendra. Look at this code, this QR code for Miss Bonnie. When you want to talk about relationships for you or anybody else, this is the woman who love readings. So look out,
I
go to
just
here,
don't
subscribe.
understand why though.
I don't know. Go to here and subscribe. And once you subscribe, it'll ding you when she's live, and then ask her all the questions. Ask her every love question in the world. She loves love questions. So just ask her anything and everything you can. And when you want to come back here and talk about other things in life, the things that are very good for you to have a conversation with, come on back to Miss Angie. You can get her here, and you can get me here. Okay? But otherwise, the love goes here.
Shannon, your little dog named Riley, is it on the other side? Like, is it a dog that has passed on? Because I kind of get a little chocolate or a little dark hair color, a little dog. I call them little foo dogs, but it's such a little cutie with a little, with little hair, and it just runs around and barks. And I feel like it was a girl dog, but is that dog on the other side? And was it like your childhood or teenage dog? And was the thing that sent it to the other side a sudden and tragic situation? Like it was very unexpected. It wasn't like I don't feel like the dog got sick and passed. She might not even be here anymore. People get their readings and they be gone. Well, I don't know who's next, Don. Harley, we missed you in class. Oh, Diana. I thought that said Diana Ross. We have to read her. It's Diana Reese, but I thought it was Diana Ross.
What is it, Diana? Oh, I see. Yep, yep. Oh my, you're right. When you first look at it, it's like
I thought it was Diana Ross. You're
exactly.
special today, Miss Diana. Loved. Let me see. For Diana. Okay, for the crossover loved one, I'm getting a younger male energy, maybe somebody who skateboard or who is very adventurous outside, and I feel like they died at a younger age, like in their 20s or 30s. Do you know who that would be, Miss Diana? Tom Timothy. Yes, my dog is on the side trajectory. Okay. Miss Shannon, you took too long. Now I'm out of your energy, but I feel like your dog is in your energy or you're missing that dog because he's just kind of sniffing around you and you would bend over and give her treats all the time. And I just feel like she's kind of around you somewhere or you're missing it. Like maybe you want another or you're reminiscing about stuff, but your dog is in your energy comforting you the way that they used to. Did you used to sit with the dog on your lap and watch TV? Because they're showing me that too. All right, that's it, Miss Shannon. You're done. But Diana, did you tell me about the guy, the athletic guy, the male? Is any of that information true about the male? If I feels like 2030s, athletic person, either skateboarding or surfing or something, very high energy, lighter color, like to be out in the sun to try to get tanned. I don't know any skateboarder. Okay. All right, then maybe this isn't your energy. If there's somebody else out there who has a younger male who's passed on, who would have been athletic like that, let me know. 20s or 30s. Then I'm not getting anybody, any passed over loved ones for Miss Diana.
Hmm. Like a brief kind of like a brief kind of hit. Okay. Um, but the energy is not strong. So this person hasn't come over before, or at least I get the energy that maybe this person hasn't come over before, um, because they don't, their communication style is very Um, it's not strong. It's not a strong energy. Okay, so again, I don't think they probably need. And I'm having my spirit guide work with them to kind of have them maybe help them some. So I'm hearing Mama Roo. So do you know something? Did you have a mother or an aunt who used to watch RuPaul, and that's why I'm getting Mama Roo, because I hear it Mama Roo, Mama Roo, and so and it comes and every time I think of that I hear RuPaul. Okay, and so much so that actually here we go, Ms. Ru. So I'm picking up Mama Roo. Uh, so again, do you have a mother or grandmother crossed over that used to watch RuPaul, um, and that's why the Mama Roo? I'm curious. Mama Roo. oh, oh my goodness. Are you still here, Diana? Oh, you said you did type. I know a younger male in the 30s named Brent who played softball. Yes, but Diana, can you Mama
Oh, that was
Roo?
her mother. Oh,
Okay,
Ruth.
not Mama Roo, Mama Ruth. Okay, good. Okay. And she crossed over this year because again, she's not been this past year. She's not been there that long because I don't think that again I don't get the strong energy that she's been gone for a while. And again I don't and she's not. I don't get the feeling like she's come across the veil before. And this is like this is like a first step for her because I don't think this is not something she's done before. Your mother did not live a lot of lives. Your mother was a newer soul, a newer energy. So she's not one who's lived many lives and has some of the experiences that come with an older soul. Even though, yeah, it's interesting. She wasn't an older soul in that way. She has not lived as you've actually lived more lives than she did, and in your reincarnation phase, you've incarnated more than she did even though she's your mother, which is kind of interesting. It blows people's minds away when they hear that because they're like, wait a minute, how's that possible? Again, they're talking in this plane, we're talking a whole different level. But Mama Ruth is the energy I'm picking up. Then Mama Ruth is here.
Last year.
Yeah, she passed last year. Did she confirm that yet?
She said her mother passed 1/11/2024.
Okay, yeah, because I see the whole things now. Okay, yeah. Okay, so she's been gone for about a little over a year now. Okay, that makes sense. And that's why maybe she's coming in now because she's finally learning how to cross over the veil. Did you just get married? She's showing me a wedding. Did you just get married? Says Ruth had a very young. Oh, Bonnie knows. So Bonnie, you know this woman too, huh? Bonnie, you know everybody. What the hell?
They're bringing it to the live. I like it. Thanks,
Yes, yes.
Bonnie and Brandy.
Okay, so but where was I headed with this? Yeah, so Ruth, so did you are you recently married? What's the wedding, the marriage, the couple thing going on there? Is this a newer relationship or a new relation or a new marriage or were you guys separated or had a falling out or had an issue and then have come together? What is happening there? What is because I'm getting that like a marriage energy there. Mama Ruth. She's funny. She's funny. Oh, this woman has good. It's funny. She has a sarcastic, like a little funny wit about her. A little biting sarcasm. You know, does this Diana? Did your mom again? Is this your mom? Because I'm picking up a little kind of biting, funny humor, and it's Diana's anniversary. Okay, that's what the wedding thing they're showing. Our anniversary is coming up this weekend. We got married in Maui. Okay, when did you get married? Did you get married last year? Is that what you're saying? Or what? Brandy's here too. Brandy says Bonnie does know everyone. Yes. You said you got married in Maui. When did you get married though? So is this your first year anniversary? And this gentleman is yeah, okay. I'll let you catch up because I gotta have so many questions here. She was hilarious. Yes, of course. Yes, I picked that up. Yeah, again, I'm picking up this wonderful energy. 2016. Okay. And but it's interesting because Diane, I pick up I was picking up you have that same kind of energy though. I'm picking up you have a lot of energy too, and you have a lot of humor, and you got it from her. It's interesting because you weren't the kind of daughter who lived under her light. You picked up her energies too. There's some daughters who wind up getting demure because of that, and she's showing me that you weren't that. You were very outgoing and you were very vivacious. Was this your second marriage? And is this the guy who's bald and portly? Because she's showing me a balding guy with and portly. Um, like sitting on the beach. I'm seeing you guys sitting on the beach, but I'm seeing, and maybe that's the Maui thing. Maybe it's the Maui connection, the connection to get the marriage in there. Then, but does that make sense? Does he? Because I don't get a lot of. Yes, I do. I'm hilarious. Yes, and she's not shy either. She apparently because she's. I'm hilarious. Yes. Second marriage. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I got that too. Absolutely. Because I'm getting older again. I'm getting. Yeah. So are you? But give me the image here because again, I'm getting this image of the. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, it's interesting. I tell you what. I think you found your mate. You really did find your right mate with this one, and you guys. You I don't take this the wrong way. Your mom says you're a bit mouthy, but she was too, so she's okay with that. But it's, again, not in a bad way. But she's like, you're, and he's okay with that. He's okay with you being a bit mouthy, right? A bald, portly man is my husband, and he's listening to you and laughing. Oh, I'm sorry. Don't take it personally. God bless. I've got my hair issues myself. It's slowly falling out, and needs to say I'm portly myself. So. Oh my God, I love that. I love that. And yeah, but it's, oh my God, it's interesting. So no, you guys found each other well. Again, your mom's saying he's more quiet and you're more outward going. You're a bit. She said mouthy. I got to go with what she's saying because she's correcting me. She's like, no, she's mouthy. So you like to chat. You like to talk. Interesting. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love this energy. I love this energy. And did you okay, and she's showing me something now. She's showing me a piece of jewelry. Did your mom leave you a necklace? Because I'm seeing, or do you wear a necklace from her? Because she's showing me a necklace. It's a chain. It's not like a stone necessarily. It's like it's something else. Is it like a religious thing, or is it like she's showing me, do you have a necklace from her? Because she's showing me this necklace for some reason that's specific to you. Do. I'm trying to go slow to keep up because I do tend to rant and go on and on. I really am trying to slow it down, and it just like it's killing me to slow down.
After you said about 5 different questions, and you're like, "Well, what am I waiting on the answer to?"
Exactly. You need to talk to text. I do have a necklace. Yes. Okay. Yeah, because she was showing me that. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's her energy. When you want to talk to her, just make sure you hold on to that necklace and have that conversation. Is it a chain with disco ball back? Okay. Yeah. Is it okay? That's funny. Yeah, because I picked up it wasn't a stone, so that made sense. All right. Good. Angie, you're not going to have any teeth left eating all this ice, says Miss Bonnie.
My dentist said my teeth are good. And he knows that I eat ice. He's like, okay.
Yeah. So that's cool. When you want to talk to your mom, when you want to feel her, when you want to sense her, just put the necklace on and keep it on, and then make sure you hold it and have the conversation, okay? And she's getting stronger coming through. So know that she's been working on it and she's coming through. This is a good step for her because again, my guides are helping her to figure out how to navigate this. And so you can feel her strength. I can feel her getting stronger as she's been talking with me and as she's been communicating. I'm definitely feeling stronger. And of course the cold has gotten stronger and stronger. And because now I'm very cold, because when she first came in, it was like a little tepid, a little chilly. but it wasn't, and that's why I was wondering, am I getting an energy? I knew it was a female energy in that sense, but yeah, I'm getting the colder and colder. So she's getting stronger and stronger. They're really helping her to understand that. So know that this was a good experience for her because she came in with an energy that, with a spirit team that can help her bring her through, and she did. And know that now they're helping her to figure out how to come through to you. So don't be surprised when you need her, that you feel her, you sense her, you see her, you whatever, depends on how you receive, but be open to it. But again, talk to her, hold the necklace, hold the chain, and have the conversation, and don't be surprised. And when you get a sense of smell, a taste, a feeling, a brushing, or even feel or see them or even hear them, any of those things can happen depending on what your skill set is. And again, we're all born with some ways of knowing. It just, each of us are different. Okay. But know that she came through, and know that, again, this was her first journey. She'll be back. She will be back. Okay.
Well, that was very good.
Yeah,
She came through.
I didn't expect that one. It just, as I was reading, I was like, it wasn't. Wow.
She's
Okay.
like, look, I'm making my entrance.
Yeah. And it's kind of funny how Bonnie and Diane, I mean Bonnie and Brandy, I just like know everybody. It's like they're really. It's like, holy crap, I love it. And everybody they come in, I pick up energy for. So again, they must really. They're a high energy group because again, that high energy is helping to bring that in, and I like that very, very much. So shall we do one
Diane,
more?
do you have a daughter in your 20? Does she have kids? Like, I feel like she has a daughter in her 20s or so. She said, is it a chain with a disco ball, black and sparkly? Kelly, I'm gonna have some yogurt when I get off of here too, if I'm not too lazy to make it. I have some strawberries, I have some blueberries, and I have some granola, and I really want to make a parfait, but I'm probably too lazy to do it, so I'm probably just gonna go to bed.
Diana says she found out about us through Bonnie. Thank you, Bonnie. You're a walking billboard for us. I appreciate that. Appreciate that very
All
much.
right.
Who else are you drawn to, Miss Angie? One more before we head out.
Oh my goodness, I don't know who else is in here. Who else has a question? Type your question,
Children.
because who? She
Diana
said,
says she has no children.
oh, then no, that's not her now.
Bonnie says we want to share you with our family and friends. That's super nice. I appreciate that, Bonnie. Thank you so much. Thank you. Let's see. If anybody's in here and wants a reading and has a question, let us know, because
Charlene, did we already read you?
Charlene.
Or did you not? Or because I felt like you had a question early on, but we ended up getting way, way past you and we never came back. So did you have a question? You could be our last person.
Sorry, Charlene. Let us know if you're still here.
About your health. I can give you a general reading. Don't really have any medical advice for you. Um, whatever has to do with your health, are you deciding to change your eating habits? Because I see you with like a hazmat suit on, and you're taking stuff out of the refrigerator and throwing it in the trash. So it seems to be like stuff that you are not supposed to be eating, or stuff you're trying to like change your diet. But why are you dressed in a hazmat suit? Do you have some um hmm, yes, I was supposed to know today. You were supposed to know what today?
Oh, she's saying whatever she spoke, whatever's.
Oh, I'm like, what? Because I thought she was answering my question. I want to know if you're changing your eating habits because I see you throwing away food, but you have on a hazmat suit, so I'm wondering, like, if you have on a hazmat suit, it's got to be something with like a chemical or something that is you're not supposed to be exposed to. So your illness is not seems to be internal. Is that correct? It doesn't seem to be like a bone arthritis or something like that. More of a disease type situation. Emotional about it. Is that correct? And have you not told your family? Because I see people behind you, but they're turned the other way because they don't know. Okay, you just threw out some expired food around. Okay. Oh, then maybe that was it. You weren't supposed to use it because it was exposed. But is your illness internal? Like, is it a disease thing or is it like a back pain, arm pain? It doesn't feel like a physical thing. It feels like an internal thing. You're concerned about your lungs. Okay. Didn't seem like that either. I didn't get anything in the respiratory area. Have you been to the doctor to be checked out and you're waiting on results and you're trying to see what the results are? Is that what it is? Because if you haven't been, you probably should go and at least find out what it is if it's because it is an internal thing. And are you a person who doesn't? Oh, you're getting a scan soon. Are you a person who does not reach out for help or does not like people to help you, like you're a very independent person because your family again has their back to you, either because they don't know, or no, it feels like they don't know because you haven't told them. Follow up from a year ago. Okay. All right. And what was your lung issue? Because I get a lot of fear in it. And do you have a son that's either an adult or like he seems to be over 18 or yeah, over 18 or he's a very tall child? And I get worried from him too. So and does he have a little sister? So do you have a boy and a girl and the boy is the older? Because I kind of get someone looking over their younger sister. Or it could be you and your brother. But it feels like your children and like maybe you have an older son and a younger daughter. Is that correct? Okay, cool. All right. Okay, so I get the worry. I get it. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Okay. The kids don't know. I feel like there's whispering and they know something because like I get worried from them, but they don't know what to worry about, like what's going on. So maybe they've heard whispering or things, or maybe seen like I don't know appointments and stuff like that, and they're wondering. So maybe just have a discussion with them about it, or kind of ease their mind about letting them know this is just a follow up or whatever it is moving forward. But I do get a little worried from them. Are you what's with work? Are you worried about taking time off from work, or are you ready to retire? Are you at that end of your career where you're ready to retire? Because I feel like you want to leave work or you're leaving work, but it seems to be on good terms. So are you near retirement, or you just don't want to be at the job that you are at? whatever the results you get from this scan, you have support from family and friends, if you will allow them to be a support to you. He never answered the question about work. I'm like, what was the last question?
Like, help me out here. Help me out.
Going to work when I was down. Oh, okay, you're self at home. Oh, so that's why you're at the end. You're not in the workplace. Okay, so you are not working. Okay, then I don't know why they would show that, because there's no issue with work unless you said you planned on going after you're done raising them. So is that because you're thinking about going back? Ultimately, I just don't think that you're going to enter the workforce. If it is, it'll be something kind of part time. I just don't feel like you're going to go back to go into the workplace. Okay. And so, yeah, I don't feel like you're going to go back into the workplace at all, um, even if you were considering it. And if it is, again, it'll be like a part time something where you're not really having a lot to do. Um, I get a little girl. You have an 18 and 21-year-old. And do they have girlfriends? Because I get a younger girl energy being looked over by one of the boys. So do they have a girlfriend? Because there's a female energy that they are looking out for. And they're just telling you to be mindful and give good advice to this child regarding the relationship, or regarding, yeah, the relationship or the young lady. And that's all I get from Miss Charlene.
Okay. Let me see what I get. But it's Charlene. I knew you were talking about the lungs. That's chronic, but I'm picking up joint issues. So, are you having shoulder or elbow, or shoulder or elbow issue? Again, the lungs I got, because again the chronic part I see that. But again, are you having an issue with a shoulder or elbow? Is there something about maybe the cold or something that's kind of making that? I feel more of the shoulder than the elbow, but it's like something here. Did you lift something, and when you did, you kind of felt something tear, or you felt something pull, and so you're kind of having a problem with range of motion. Um, again, it's showing me I'm being drawn to this one, right shoulder, but again, it doesn't mean it's the right one. It could be shoulder, but I'm just being shown here. So you have arthritis and fibro. Okay, that makes sense, because I'm getting that feeling. And so there are times where you don't have the range of motion, but there are times that you do, right? Because again, I feel like it's not always consistent. I feel there are times where you have full range or fuller range, and there are other times where it just isn't. And that's just, and again, this is a chronic condition. This is something that goes as, and that makes sense because the arthritis part of it, I guess, and the fibromyalgia. And do you do so? So is your work then requiring a lot of upper physical activity? And
She
so,
says she doesn't work. She stay at home mom.
okay, yeah, but this really, when this happens, when this is flaring up, it really makes your even staying at home. I mean, I'm dealing with the kids and everything. It really just it does it. I can feel the impact there. Some days I worked in, yeah, of course, that makes sense. Yeah, because again,
Even sweeping and mopping could be very difficult with arthritis and fibromyalgia.
yeah, yeah, and again, you never know when it strikes, because I'm feeling like there are days you feel 100%, and there are other days, and you make plans, and then all of a sudden, some days come along and your plans are screwed up because you just don't have you just hurt, you just ache. It's funny because I feel like it's a deep ache too. It's like a bone ache. It's like really ache. It's not just throbbing. It's like ache. And yeah. I'm told, though, I'm being told by spirit that you should do some more research. Do some more research, because there's something out there for you, and it's going to be a younger female doctor who has something, who's more on the holistic side, in other words, they're not somebody who's going to focus solely on treating you just based on their older ways. But there's a young physician out there, a younger female physician, and that younger female physician is going to have a some ideas for you that are going to maybe even bring in some Eastern kind of medicines or Eastern kind of therapies to mix with the Westernized medicine to give you what you're looking for. So I think that you may want to do some research online and find I just feel like this doctor is the one you're going to need. I'm not sure finding her online is going to work. I'm just saying go out there and look. But I do think you're going to come into her circle and you're going to hear about her, and you're going to want to go to her, and she's going to have the key to help you unlock some of your when you're having the worst parts. I think that she's going to have you work on a diet because I'm getting diet. They're showing me diet, so there's a bit about diet. She's also going to have me work on some natural herbs and things like that. So don't be surprised again if it's very much different than what you're used to. It's not pop a pill. The popping the pill is not the only thing anymore. She's not that kind, and she's a doctor. She's an MD. She's truly an MD, but she is somebody who is blending, and she understands that not everything is pop a pill. And with her, it's more of how can I get your holistically healed, and that means are you ingesting the right things? Are you wearing the right materials? Is there certain materials that maybe feed into this? Is there? And I'm not saying this is what she's saying. I'm giving you ideas about how I can help you understand how she's thinking things in a very different way. And so it could be the chemicals you use on your body. It could be she's saying, hey, don't use these soaps, don't use these shampoos. Instead, use these. There's so many different things I'm picking up for you that she's going to help you to understand that each of these things, one by themselves, is not enough, but when you put them together, they will give you a more holistic approach on helping you to deal with this. This is a chronic problem. It's not going to go away. And once you understand that, it's good. But you can live a life with it and control it. And I think that's her thing, is controlling it. Okay. So keep an eye out for that, Charlene. Keep an eye out for that. Okay.
Charlene, are you thinking about planting a garden or growing like some of your own foods? You see, I feel like you're really gonna get into this, whatever this is, and I kind of see like a garden, or maybe you kind of being more, no, you growing your own food, like being very aware of the things that you are taking into your body. Like at the beginning when you were throwing all the toxic stuff out, I do feel like you're going to take a lot more control of the things that you put into your body, and that's why I feel like you're going to start a garden of your own.
And that may be part of what happens too, Angie, which would be great.
Yeah. Oh, she does garden. There you go.
Oh, wow. There you go, Angie. You're right on target. Angie, you might be psychic.
We might be tag team back again.
Well, thank you everybody for popping in. We truly appreciate you popping in and sharing your energies. Remember, your energies are what make us better at what we do and help us to share what we do. And we love sharing it, to say the least. Angie, when are you coming on? You gonna be on Sunday? What's happening?
I don't know. I took Miss Bonnie's advice and made my appointment for tomorrow. So depending on what she gives me and how I feel on Sunday, I don't know. Because I'm supposed to do it with Miss Linda. We were gonna go live, and I had to
Oh,
text her last Sunday to tell her I wasn't feeling good. So if I feel better this Sunday, then definitely. But I think someone told me that Sherry Berry might have hurt her back. Miss Bonnie, did
oh
you
no,
tell me that? Do
I
I have
haven't heard that
guides?
yet. Oh no, hopefully she's doing.
Charlene, we all have guides with us. Everybody has guides. You have crossed over loved ones. You have your higher power. There's always some kind of spiritual presence around you. It's just you leaning in. Like if you hear like there'll be times like I'll hear my name and I'll be like, what? Or I'll wake up and I'll just hear like knock, 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 or like one morning I woke up in my dreams and I just heard a phone ringing. And when I opened my eyes, they were like opportunity calling. I've heard people have heard knocks on their house, like for real, heard bangs on their house. So there's always somebody around you. It's just you trying to um make yourself feel better. Okay, then Miss Bonnie, I'm completely wrong because I swore somebody said Sherry had hurt her back, but maybe it wasn't her.
Hopefully that's not a premonition.
Well, the
Sherry,
last I knew was that she had trigger thumb. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, and she was going to go to a specialist and get that checked out, but I hadn't heard anything else. So, but I
what
think
is
she also has to
what is
move this month.
what is a trigger thumb? What is that?
Miss Bonnie could probably explain it better, but it's something to do. I don't even know, Don.
Uh-huh.
But Miss Bonnie is very aware of it, and she probably could explain it much better than I can.
Oh wow. Yeah, I've never heard that. That's interesting.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Oh, but whatever it does, it affects her being able to shuffle. She said like it hurts her hand to shuffle for too long, and then maybe writing things may also be affected. So I don't know.
Okay. Interesting. Super. Well, I'm gonna be back tomorrow morning. I'll be back tomorrow morning, starting around 8:30 ish Central. I mean Mountain Time, and then back on next Wednesday with Miss Angie because I don't think I have any more trips planned for a little while. But then again, I say that, and then you know what happens? They pop up. You know, I'm
That's
looking at possibly doing a. I found out about it from the International Federation. What is it called? Hold 1 second. Let me find it here. International Federation of uh, Spiritual International Spiritual Federation or something like that. It's called, and it's they're out of International Spiritualist Federation, and they're going to be in Baltimore for a week in Baltimore from July 12th to the 19th at Loyola University, which is an amazing university, and they're going to do room and board and everything inclusive, all inclusive. So they'll have classes, all the class, everything is, you can do as many classes as you want or whatever. And 7 nights, all classes, evening programs, meals, snacks, and the full, all that's covered. So the meals and everything is covered, which is kind of cool. And it's like 995 pounds for a single room, or if you want to share a room with somebody else, it's 825 per share. But
I'm sorry. Just that's the total.
the
Nine.
total,
That's
yeah,
the
nine,
total.
yeah,
Oh, because I
nine,
thought you were going to say some thousands of dollars for all that done.
yeah, that's for the classes, for the tutoring programs, for the workshops, for the room and board of the place because you stay there. So you have 7 nights, all the classes, evenings, meals, snacks, everything included, incidentals. The only thing you have to cover, of course, is like your getting there and getting back, and that kind of stuff like that. But the rest is going to be on the university, and so. I'm really considering going to do that. And
That's
Susan,
not a bad deal, though,
no,
at
I
all.
think it's
That
especially
is something to consider. I'm like,
yeah. And again, 7 nights, and so that means 8 days of activities, at least, or 7 days of activities.
that's barely $100 a day, Don.
Yeah, it is, and that's again food and the classes and everything included, which I think is very cool. So yeah, and that campus, Loyola, is such a beautiful campus, and it's right there in Baltimore, North Baltimore. Um, and there's a whole list. I can send you the link, Angie, so you can see it if you want and see if it's something you want to do. But I love it because also being around that many people. Could you
Okay,
imagine being around that many spiritual people in one place? I mean, could you imagine what might happen and the energies that are just unbelievable? So yeah, that's it. So I'm thinking about doing that. So
good.
I think that's going to be in July.
I swore you were going to say a couple $1,000s, and I was thinking closer to $5,000 or $6,000. That is, I can't believe that is $900.
Yeah, when I saw the price tag, I was expecting something more myself. And so, and I just sent it to you right now, the link. Yeah, because I was like, when I read like this, and this, I'm like, oh God, they're building me up to something crazy. And I'm like, what? That's amazing. So I'm liking that very much.
That
So
sounds good.
yeah, so I went ahead and sent you the link. That'd be
Miss
kind of
Bonnie, I will let you know immediately what the doctor says.
absolutely. With that said, then we're out of here. Y'all take care. Have a great week ahead of you and a good weekend. And Miss Angie, get well so you can enjoy your birthday weekend next weekend. It's next weekend, right? Not this one, next, right?
It's next Wednesday on the dot. Yes.
Yep. Super. So we will. Oh, so we're gonna be. We can't go in for your birthday, or you're probably
We
gonna do
may
something.
be able to go because I think we're gonna go to dinner later in the week. Like,
Okay.
it'd be a lot going on with the kids trying to get everybody around during the week. So I might wait till the weekend.
Exactly.
And I might not be well until then. So we'll see.
Hush! Don't put that out there. No, 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 no.
I'm definitely having cake though.
There you go. And from everything but or anything but what is it called?
I know that they're gonna buy me that anyway because every birthday, every day we buy it from everybody.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking I want to go and have me a nice big slice of cheesecake from the Cheesecake Factory. Just go in and buy me a slice and come back out, or two, or
Yeah. Hmm. Maybe
So,
we'll have. Maybe someone will have to have a conversation with Miss Bobby too.
oh yeah. Oh
Maybe a floppy cake to Miss Angie's house. I don't know. We
or
have
even those little cake pops. Look, Bobby cooks everything
those
good.
cake pops are amazing. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
We ordered some cupcakes from her. I told you about my sister in law ordered the cupcakes. They were so well received that my better half bought some and took them. And Fabi delivered them to us, and then they took them to Kingman for the nurses, and they were the cactus ones, and the nurses loved it. Just ate them
Oh
up. It was
my
great.
gosh. She's so talented. And it's one thing to be talented with like drawing and, decorating,
Yeah.
but the cake is good. That's
Oh
the
my God.
thing. The
Yes.
cake is also good too.
Yes,
So,
moist. I'll
yeah.
tell you what, folks. Miss Bobby made me a surprise. She turned my book cover into a cake, and when I saw it, I thought amazing. And then I'm like, okay, but it's like most cakes. Once you bite into it, you're like, oh, this is okay. No, hers were phenomenal. She had champagne on the bottom.
Flavored. Oh yeah. I was just gonna
Exactly, yeah, champagne with raspberry, and then the other one was the bottom was almond cake with some. Oh my God, the whole thing was just it was amazing. It was amazing and
say,
soft and juicy and moist and just wow, it was great.
she's really good. Yeah.
Yeah, if you all are in the area, if you are in the Phoenix area and you have not had a cake from Fabi's, I'm gonna pull it up here because I do have her link here somewhere. You
Listen, and
need.
we're not talking about like just, oh, she put flowers on the cake. No.
Oh no, 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 no.
She is for real serious. She made a crystal cake. A cake looks like a crystal, with all the glass features and everything in it for me. And I won that cake at this same event. But
Yeah,
yeah, she's very good at her decorating. She's
yeah,
made cars and all kinds of stuff.
yep. And if you look here, if you look at the picture right next here, you'll see that cake is my book cover. That cake is my book cover, and it was amazing. But yeah, you're right. And she's self-taught. She wanted to learn how to do it. She could cook. She already could cook and bake, but she learned how to decorate and all the rest of the stuff and how to mix flavors. And so she's got it down. She's somebody who is she owns her own business. She is somebody who is so wonderful and nice. She is truly one of the nicest people you're ever going to meet in your life. Really is. And Angie and I have known her and her daughter for quite some time, and her daughter is now in college, and that's kind of cool because when we first met her, she was not even in high school. She was in high school, maybe at most, right? Remember?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So great
We
people.
watched some little ones grow up like, oh my God.
We did. Yep. Yep. And so you're not gonna. If you want to throw business, you want to throw good business to somebody. You want to send them good. This is good people. The good people. So that's who we want to support in our lives. I wish she did deliver to Las Vegas. If she could figure out a way to do it, she probably would. I tell you. Yes.
She might know how to ship it. I'll be in Scottsdale next month. I have to check her out. Definitely click
Yes.
on that just to see the stuff that she has. And
Yep.
believe me, it tastes as good as it looks. Those cake pops are no joke. She has like champagne and
Yeah.
cinnamon and
Explain the cake
um
pops, Angie, so people know what you're
so
talking
it's kind of like a push up. You know how you get the push up ice cream, the little orange push up? So it's like that. It's like probably three layers of cake, flavored cake, whatever it is. Like I know the cinnamon flavor, she has a red velvet flavor, and she has like a champagne flavor. And then she has the icing in between each layer of the cake pop. And so it has a little top on, then you take it off, you just push up each layer to eat it.
And you don't have
it's
to no
so
mess with the
delicious.
hands, nothing. It's just like you push it up like the push pops and you eat the cake
Yep,
as
and
you're
you just
eating it.
eat it.
Oh my gosh, it
It's
is
so good,
amazing.
and it is so moist. It is. Listen, the cakes are good.
Yeah.
Even the icing isn't like overly sweet. You know how sometimes the icing is really, really sweet or really, it's just not good. Hers, everything is good. I haven't had anything that she made that wasn't good.
Yeah, yeah, and she even makes these little lollipops, like they're like this, and they're circle, they're balls, and they're just oh my
Yeah,
goodness, oh my goodness, yeah.
yeah.
So
She
and
makes everything.
her cupcakes are amazing too. I mean, again, I've not eaten anything that was not good, and that's to me is equally as important as the looks because the looks are good, but when I take a bite, I want to make sure I have flavor. And so many cakes have letdowns because they look so pretty and not hers. Hers look pretty and taste amazing. So it's a win-win situation. So very nice. Anyway, so if you're in the area, definitely Miss Fabi's the one to do. With that said, then we are out of here, folks. Again, have an amazing week. We will talk to you guys um, on either maybe Sunday, maybe not Sunday. Yes, Wednesday. Yes, tomorrow, and then I think next Thursday as well. I think Sean is still going to be in town or something, so we're good. Okay. So with that said, adios. Have a great one, everybody. And I'm going to roll out of here with the same stuff we came in with. Bye bye.
Bye.